2.
Last time on RPG, you guys were about to celebrate with some rats and drink a cool rat potion when some demons from the place that you were trying to get to just sort of came out and sort of spoiled the fun. You had to fight them off. It ended up being super fucking easy. You guys like destroyed those 3. And then proceeded into the void itself. And you were just sort of hanging out in there. Card Sharp and the gang were actually able to talk with Dagonet. And he led you to what appeared to be some sort of like village or city that was kind of thrust into the void. That seemed to be where you guys were supposed to be to find whatever you needed to get the answers that Card Sharp has been looking for. So you looked around for a while. You had some run-ins with the locals.
Fuck 'em,
Until
dude.
eventually you found kind of an under part of the city, which, after you explored for a while, you found basically a big mouth in a wall. And that's where we're going to be starting this session. So, standing in front of you is just this huge gaping mouth that just seems to be composed of like deep, like purple fading into black void flesh that almost seems like fused with the stone down here. And as it kind of like hangs ever slightly open, if you look carefully, you can see just like rows upon rows of like jagged, crooked teeth that eventually just sort of fade into what seems to be like just sort of like a inky blackness. And the creature just kind of speaks up and just goes, "Ah, I must say, this is very intriguing. It is not often that mana-born children of Moreldia come to me. At least not willingly." And as he says this, like sort of like a thin black tongue kind of like escapes the blackness behind the rows of teeth, and kind of just runs itself along the top layer in a manner to suggest what exactly happens to people who normally converse with this creature.
See, I wouldn't say I talk to many talking walls myself. So feelings mutual.
What, do you usually ignore them?
Well, yeah, we'll go with that.
Are you the one that did this to me?
I have done nothing to you, Mana-born. I have been trapped within these stones for what feels like eons. But clearly, you have some business with me, if you would come this far.
I'm looking for the man or thing or whatever that gave me this power. There are months missing from my memory. All I was before that was a gesture who committed regicide on his own. Next thing I know, I have, and he sort of gestures towards Dagonet. I have the ability to summon this, and he seems to be a part of my own mind.
The mouth kind of like pauses for a moment and then just sort of it just kind of twists itself into like a bit of a grin and just goes, "Ah, This is far more interesting than I thought. I think you've come to the right place, Manaborn. I have the answers you seek.
Are you this? And he pulls out the drawing of the face he saw. Or do you know who this is? I saw this in a vision in my sleep.
I would not brandish that visage so lightly if you value your life, Manaborn.
Why not? And he puts it away.
You know so little, yet seek so much. But I am happy to provide. You and your friends will find the answers you seek within. And he kind of just sort of like opens him, and it just, the mouth opens like very wide.
It's gotta be more like within ourselves type of introspection. Not this.
Jar Trap's gonna walk in.
That's some advanced introspection right there.
Not just you. All the Manaborn must cross the threshold if you desire these answers.
Alright.
All right, but don't get up to anything funny. Pull out my candy arrow. Those teeth are going to be falling out pretty soon.
Well, hesitantly follow.
What?
So, I'm gonna say, Thorben, I'm gonna say, just for story reasons, I'm gonna say you were the last one to cross, and you say like, don't try anything funny.
Uh-huh.
And you just hear like a deep bellowing, like what seems to be sort of a laugh come from like beyond this sort of this whatever like Vortal is beyond this thing's teeth. And it just and then you just sort of hear, almost as if like without actually speaking, it's like speaking into your mind. The mouth just goes, "Worry not, Manaborn. I assure you the situation you're in is not funny at all. At least not for you." Can everyone flip agility athletics as the teeth close in on you?
Fuck, dude.
Is our health restored or not? From last session?
I'm gonna say no.
Gotcha.
My dodge is up though.
My drive is
2 success.
I got 0.
2.
I have 5 dodge, dude. Where'd that extra dodge come from? I thought I only
I
had
think it's an early hero point.
I think you're looking at your drive. I believe.
Okay.
Oh, that is drive. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Okay. So it was what? Agility and athletics?
Athletics, yeah.
Wow, great. Nice. I'm not even gonna use any points on that one, dude, you know? I was asking for this by walking into a giant void mouth.
Okay, so no successes from 2 from Pikachu and Thorben.
Can I retcon that and actually use a hero point?
Sure. Go ahead.
There you go.
I'll keep the drive though. So 1
All right.
success.
I'm keeping mine. Okay.
Fuck it, he says.
So, as the jaws kind of close in on you, they kind of tilt forward, forcing you guys to kind of jump forward rather than backward to escape. Pikachu and Jeremiah, you're gonna get kind of a. You don't really escape before they're able to clamp down pretty hard on you, and you both take 2 damage.
Are you sure you mean Jeremiah, not Thorben?
Well, Thorben, you're only gonna take 1, as it just sort. Oh no, not Jeremiah. Jeremiah got one of the successes. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he
just
got a crit,
Pikachu. Pikachu gets clamped on for 2 damage. Thorben, you get like. It sort of like scrapes you for 1. And Card Sharp and Jeremiah are able to pretty adeptly just sort of leap out of the way from the jaws. But no sooner do you sort of clear the jaws as you find that, like, this sort of, like, inner kind of, like, space. I mean, it looks like kind of like a mouth with, like, purple flesh behind the teeth. Like the inside of a mouth. And you see, like, 4 tongues similar to those that, like, attacked you, that sort of, like, went across the teeth earlier. Just sort of... They fly out and they just sort of, like, wrap around the... they just sort of, like, wrap around you 4. And you can feel them trying to, like, tug you further inside. So, you guys are now in combat. Basically, you need to reduce the... basically, the tongue grabbing you, its health needs to be reduced to 0 within a few turns. Or you're going to get pulled in.
Fair enough.
So who goes first?
Did you say there was 4?
1 for each of you.
Yeah, okay.
Assuming it's normal
So-
order.
Yeah.
Set the
Yeah,
stake.
these things have essentially 0 initiative, so they're gonna go last no matter what. So we're gonna start with Card Sharp.
Card Sharp's gonna head towards the nearest one.
Well, the
And
nearest
Brent-
one is wrapped around you.
Oh, Card Sharp is gonna take out his are his hands free?
Yes,
Or no?
they're just wrapped around your midsection.
I love that so much.
Card Sharp is gonna pull out his knife and Card Sharp is gonna pull out his knife and stab right into the one wrapped around him.
Can Larry have his own tongue for added drama?
God, let's just get through the fight, man.
I liked it though.
Wait, so I missed what you were doing. I had to see what Brown was laughing at.
Oh, I put this little pin there as a joke and added Larry to it.
Yeah.
So
Like the
Card
other
Sharp, what's
zone
your
level.
action again?
He's going to stab the tongue with his.
All right, give me Brawn melee.
God damn it! Really?
Okay.
1 success, 1 joker.
So you kind of you jab your dagger into it, and it does connect and kind of just sort of take like a quick slash out of it. But your hand kind of slips and gets lodged into the space that's sort of being grabbed by the tongue. So currently your hand, like, with your dagger is kind of just stuck at the moment. It's essentially become constricted as well as just like your body. All right. As it goes to Thorben's turn.
So can you describe what's grabbing onto me again? It's like a tongue, right?
Shadow tongue.
It's like a long but fairly thin tongue. It's almost like a tongue tentacle.
But what are they, like, coming off the other tongue that we see in, or?
They're just coming from so basically right now, like picture the inside of a mouth, but
Okay.
kind of like voidy.
Okay.
Where the throat would be, they're coming from like down
Oh,
there.
okay. So it's just a tongue, though, right?
I mean, it's pretty much just a tongue.
There's like, there's a classic way I know how to hurt a tongue. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take out my piping hot bowl of ramen arrow. I'm gonna fire it right at the tongue.
Brutal.
That's gonna hurt like a bitch.
What?
He's not gonna be able to taste for days.
Give me a. What do you think? What do you guys think? Is ramen survival because it's cooking, or biology because it's kind of like a brew?
Survival, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say more survival.
That's what I was leaning towards too. All right, range
If
survival.
you had like an acid one. But
acid ramen. It's just acid. The ramen's gone now.
yeah, it's true.
I don't even want to deal with this dude. I'm using my eclectic ability. I'm using 2. Also, I get an extra one because of eclectic and healthy,
Let's all burn our jokers early.
and I'll use a drive too.
Fuck it.
Well, goddamn.
I told him, dude. If he's gonna come after me, he's gonna have some trouble. swallow.
God damn.
Don't- And then I go, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Ooh,
Flip.
that's good.
Yeah. Give me one more flip.
Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna just get all these over here. Don't bite off more than. Ah.
You think of it a little bit too late.
Can I hero point my? Can I hero point my?
If you really want to.
Okay, my sassy comeback. Okay. Yeah, there it is, dude.
Worth it.
Fucking worth it.
I'm sure everyone present would give you a golf clap if they weren't being slowly pulled to their doom.
Good thing I got this golf clap arrow for just such an occasion. So I think that's 2 successes for my crit. 5.
That is 2 successes for your crit. After all this time, I think I finally now remember what your charm is.
Do you want to see my? I can give you my character sheet.
No, I just think it's funny how like I feel like every other session I ask, Thorben, what's your charm again?
It's because I'm so charming. Just like,
It's
in
true.
general.
It's true.
But
There used to be a stat in D&D First Edition called comeliness.
dude, gross.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, so what kind of bowl were you thinking? Is this like a proper bowl or is this like cup noodles? You got a crit, so I'll let you decide.
Man, that's rough, dude. I was gonna say a proper bowl, but I like cup noodles more. Like I just pulled it out the microwave arrow. You know what I mean?
Oh damn! So that's like extra shitty for the.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not gonna be a good one. It's going all over the place too, because it's made out of styrofoam. It's just gonna break on contact. Styrofoam also now exists. Apparently.
So yeah, so you take out this whatever the fantasy equivalent of cup noodles affixed to the head of an arrow is.
It's just
And just sort of let off a very quick shot, and just have this like very like hot and very spicy noodle and broth just splash all over the tongue, and you just feel it like shudder and shake very violently before it like just whips itself off of you and like heads back down into the depths.
I don't say anything because I already did the badass.
Yeah.
Don't bite off more than you can chew on.
So Thorben is no longer in any danger of being pulled down the throat when this combat ends.
You know what I heard when he said that?
What?
You're all in danger of being pulled down the throat when this combat ends.
I mean, that's true.
You might not be wrong.
Alright, is
Uh,
the tongue wet?
Ooh.
yeah, it's gross.
Alright. Perfect for conducting the electricity blast I'm about to put out.
All right, give me brawn and force, and also give me a second to feed my cat.
Okey-doke.
Are you still wearing the cloak?
Yes. I've been forgetting to use it.
Oh yeah.
Did you just not
Yo,
forget
what the
this
fuck
time?
is this? Let me hear up.
Hero P.
I'll drive to.
There, now you don't know
there's
that.
a number
Take your
on the way.
drive.
Sometimes you just gotta go, you know?
Yeah.
I need to like keep like a fucking some sort of digital checklist up so I can remember which skills I've already.
Would be a good deal.
Yeah.
Just like mark them on your sheet with like an X or something.
Yeah, but then I gotta go back and like unmark them.
True.
Such a pain. I usually remember them pretty well. There's only
two successes?
Yeah. Burn 2 drive and a hero P.
Well, goddamn.
He really went
God
for
damn.
it.
You know, the whatever fucking void saliva is very grossly clinging to your body as this thing grabs you is a pretty good conductor, but apparently not enough, as the tongue kind of like squirms and wiggles as it's being electrocuted, but ultimately holds too firm to squeeze your way out of. As it goes to Jeremiah's turn.
Dang. Well. You have one idea. Would I be able to try and like Indiana Jones style swap myself with this Man of Steel that I got from Thorman?
Was that thing like big? I thought it was small.
It was pretty small, I think.
If he was on the end of an arrow.
You know what? Okay. So let's determine what that flip would be. I'm thinking agility lying.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to very quickly and via sleight of hand deceive this tongue into thinking it's grabbing something.
That's fair, yeah. I kinda wanna try it.
Give it a shot. I think the way we're gonna do it, give me agility lying for the flip, and I'm gonna flip then for the tongue. And whoever if your successes are higher than its I'll consider it a success.
Fair enough. I think that's for line 1 healthy.
You gotta pee it, dude.
I'll give 1 P.
In case you're wondering, this is how many flips I'm giving the tongue for checking against you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Are you just gonna use up all your hero points?
Come on!
Or drive, I mean?
Or drive.
Damn
Yeah.
it, dude. Well,
Stack deck.
yeah, for real. Stacked Kensuit's got 3 chokers in it, I'm pretty sure.
Well, you still won.
You actually you did it. Probably should have given the tongue like better fighting odds for something this ridiculous, but I like this. I really like this visual I'm about to paint of So, Jeremiah, you, like, kind of, like, reach past the tongue into your pack and pull out this... I mean, this thing's, like, 4 inches tall, maybe. Yet somehow, you kind of just, like, you use your shape-shifting ability to just kind of make yourself, like, a lot thinner. And then you just sort of slide out, holding the Man of Steel figure above your head in such a way that, like, when you quickly clear past the tongue, and it, like, snaps back in to try and, like, get a hold of whatever it was clutching, it clutches it clutches the figure, and miraculously this thing is dumb enough to, as long as it's holding something, it is it's considering it a job well done. These things appear to be moving, like, autonomously rather than being, like, directly controlled by the mouth. So Jeremiah is also freed from his tongue as it goes back to Card Sharp, whose hand is still trapped.
Card Sharper's gonna turn to Dagonet, who I assume isn't being held.
No, he is not.
Dagonet, I require your assistance. I guess Dagonet's gonna know to rush at it with his claw hands.
All right. Let me get. Wait. No. You're not flipping. Dagonet's flipping for.
Oh,
Dagonet's
right.
flipping right now.
Oh, snap.
Brawn Void is 6 cards.
Nice, Dagonet.
What's Dagonet's charm?
It's shared with mine, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
I'm flipping via his
3
stats and skills.
Nice.
So that's 3. So that's 3 successes off of that crit.
So that's 5 in total.
Sweet.
So Dagonet goes. So Dagonet just goes. Yes, of course, Master. And he rushes forward and sort of with a quick swipe upwards, just sort of severs the part of the tongue, like right before the part that's kind of like constricting you, and just tears it clean off in one swipe. And you just kind of fall backwards as the void tongue goes like limp around around you.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the same force as a piping hot bowl of ramen.
So am I free from this thing?
Dagonet, Card Sharp is now freed.
Yeah.
Thank
as
you.
it-
I like how you said that, and it sounded like you were saying that to Dagonet.
Well,
He said
Card
that,
Sharp-
and then I was like, wait a second. No, Card Sharp wasn't freed, it was Dagonet. But wait a second.
no. What?
Wait
No,
a minute. Wait a minute.
Or is it?
Hold. Can you guys stop, please? I'm trying to get a word out. Jesus Christ.
All right.
So yeah, Card Sharp will just turn to Dagonet and say, thank you.
Naturally.
So the only one we now got to save is Pikachu.
Yep. Pikachu is
He's
still.
got a good hit on it. So.
Pikachu got a good zap in, but he's still being held. It's same combat order though, so it is still Thorbin's turn.
Well, I'm now it's time. The only other method of hurting a tongue that I know, I'm gonna use it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out of my pack an arrow with a pair of novelty wind-up dentures on the end. And I'm gonna go bite your tongue, and I'm gonna shoot it at the tongue holding Pikachu.
That's the only other way Thorbin knows to hurt a tongue.
Yeah, you either bite it or you eat something hot. That's the only time I ever hurt my tongue.
I was expecting you to pull like a cheese grater arrow. I'm just.
Who
Ugh.
cheese grates their tongue? That's what I'm saying. Who cheese
I
grates their
was
tongue?
thinking Thorben might because he's got like there's extra cheese on the grater, so he's trying to like.
Oh, you're trying
Brown's
to flip it off. Yeah.
Brown's actually got a point though.
That's true.
Other than eating like really hot food or biting it, what other ways have you hurt your tongue?
Yeah, I can't.
Licking
Those
an
two
envelope
ways.
and licking an envelope to close the glue.
Oh,
and
I'm
paper
gonna
cup.
pretend. No, stop! I'm not
Thorben
listening
thought
to
of-
it.
Thorben just thought of another way, but pushes it off as dishonorable. Just saying. Nobody
Well, you
deserves
guys
that.
asked.
Oh god, that made my stomach turn.
You guys
My tongue
asked.
just hurts though. So yeah,
I
novel
think,
dentures, wind-up dentures.
I think the wind-up dentures are going to be ranged melee because it ultimately is a bite. It
Yeah.
ultimately is a biting attack.
All right, I'll take ranged melee. I can use hero points after I roll, right?
Yes.
Yes, you can use hero points at any point before I start describing what the result of the action is.
You are the anti-Joker, so not that you should.
Nah,
I'm
fuck
just
it.
saying, just for future reference. I'm gonna do a little pyramid of my 2 successes and 1 Joker.
Nice pyramid.
Thanks, dude. I mean, this side's pretty fucked up, to be honest. Kind of gotta even that out a little bit. Oh, there we go, dude. That looks pretty good. This one's a little bit too high now, though. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, Joker on
down.
teeth arrow.
Oh, there we go.
It turns around and bites Thorben's tongue.
Now they they pop into my mouth, and then my mouth starts opening and closing of its own volition.
It's like the nuclear
that.
teeth from that one Futurama episode.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
That is fun.
Can I then steer myself?
Thorben, for the rest of this combat, you have to talk like your teeth are chattering, and if you don't, I'm going to impose a penalty on you.
Okay, bad deal. Bye, your tongue!
Oh, that's really fun.
Oh no, it seems the teeth were... It seems like I was in the wrong direction!
Ooh, I really like this new precedent I've set for Jokers, which is
Yeah.
which is make your character act a certain way or get a penalty.
It's actually really cool.
I'm gonna remember this for future Jokers for sure.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, with that, it's emboldened by that display. It's now Pikachu's turn.
I'm just like being dragged around by my teeth.
Pikachu.
I picture your head is just like bobbing up and down.
Everyone else is just looking at him. Anyway, Pikachu's been inspired. He's gonna chomp down himself.
Ooh.
Which is
Give
With
me
his
a
tiny little adorable Pikachu face.
give me a brawn melee, and I'll give you a +1 on this because there's no way this thing can get out of the way of this.
Can
Hell
Pikachu
yeah.
learn bite?
Clean that up right now.
Maybe? Oh no.
Pikachu can in fact not like bite.
Oh,
That's good
well,
timing.
Now it makes sense. Yeah, I
he
get
just
that
has
joker now.
gums.
He just munching, but he only know how to munch on gummies.
Yeah.
Gummies run
You're-
off people.
Your bite is not enough to this bite is not enough to pierce the void flesh of this tongue. But this maneuver does succeed in giving you quite a taste of what this tongue tastes like. And it's really, really bad.
You just French the void monster.
See, when one's diet consists of only Jim Beam and gummies, your teeth go to shit.
That's a very good point.
I would know from personal experience.
But Pikachu, well, That's why Pikachu always has his gold grill.
And
What?
Pikachu's got like a Paul Wall grill.
Yeah.
Pikachu, you're gonna have -1 brawn for a while from the nausea.
Alright.
As it now goes to Jeremiah's turn.
well, Dagonet did a good job with some claws, so I think I'll try giving those a spin again and see if I can't cut them loose.
All right.
No,
give
that's
me,
Purchase.
You mean biology melee, or brawn biology?
Bronze
I say words start whenever now I've been doing this so long. Whenever I say a word starting with B, my brain immediately autocorrects the next word to melee.
It's fair.
Biology melee. Ooh.
Great, dude.
Jokers are
Fantastic.
coming out.
Hey, our decks
I
are gonna be fucking stacked.
Hey, I've still got 2 jokers.
Yeah, his
Our
Yeah,
decks,
sure.
except for Jeremiah's, are gonna be fucking stacked.
That's one and a joker.
I'm the Joker, baby.
The joker.
I can never not like make that joke. I'm sorry. I it's too funny for me.
we the Jokers, baby.
So you got a Joker
And one success.
and
one
one success.
Basically the same as mine from earlier.
Okay. Well, if it's the same as your, I'm glad you said that because he's gonna get a pretty similar penalty. You form your hands into like very menacing, sharp claws, and just sort of kind of jab it into the sort of massive tongue. But the way you do, it kind of slips in between the coils, and as you're trying to pull it out, you notice that it's pretty firmly stuck in there. Jeremiah is no longer freed.
Oh my god. Andy's Man of Steel is gone. Worst case scenario.
God damn it.
And you notice that you notice now that the tongue, which has been like pretty just like steadily dragging you this whole time, is getting very close to sort of the edge before the throat, and you kind of look down at to the point where you can look down at and see just like the pitch blackness like going all the way down to it. This is the last round of combat.
Yay.
And we're going to start it, of course, with Card Sharp.
Card Sharp's gonna make the void hand crossbow manifest in his hand and sort of say to Dagonet, give me a boost with this, will ya? And he's gonna shoot like a void fire arrow at the tongue.
Alright, give me, what was that? Agility void?
Yeah, sure. Should I hero point this, fellas?
Yes.
Sure. Why not? I have 3. Well. 2 successes.
It's already weakened.
Did you use all your drive already?
Oh, I didn't reset it from last week, sorry.
Just making sure.
Okay.
Maybe I turned Groovy down a little.
I had it up at like 100 to listen to the ambiance, and then this song came on, and I was like, oh!
Yeah.
My
I,
was still at like 50 and it's still loud.
I always have it muted when we start. Not
That's
one
fair.
week can go by without me muting Guru God.
The way we use it, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
What was the last song that I saw Phoenix fucking put in Groovy?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, my life is like a video game. Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't surprise
Yeah.
me you mute Groovy every week.
Oh.
Yeah.
I only know that song because of that fucking, like,
That fucking
Yeah,
video.
video. Yeah.
I don't know what song that is, but all I could think was the DuckTales theme song.
No,
Theme song.
here's the thing. I don't
Like
like using the word often, but that song is literally like the Soy Boy national anthem.
I want to hear it now, dude.
Wait.
You think you get a content strike for? Never mind.
We're kind of playing a game, Brown.
We are.
Wait, hold on.
I wasn't playing a game.
I know we are, but I need to post this for Brown. This is the video we're referring to.
I hate this one. Is this video ironic?
I feel like it has to be.
It's
ticking all the boxes.
Too much, yeah.
I'd be kind of shocked if this wasn't ironic. It's too exaggerated. No one
Even starts with the
like that.
It even starts with the soy face.
Yeah, right. Like he literally makes like the big open mouth smile as like the first frame. It feels too on the nose to be sincere.
Yeah.
He's got like, what's it called? Pirates of the Caribbean thing on his wall in the background. I can see it.
How is that your takeaway from that video?
I mean, he's like a fucking like.
That's
I'm
what he's
telling
got.
you, he's a fucking nerd, dude. He's got like a skateboard up there with no wheels on it, dude.
Oh, that dude a nerd? No way.
He's got the fucking Pip-Boy, dude. Like, I don't think it can be fake because he pre-ordered Fallout 4 like a soy boy.
Anyway. Card Sharp, you form your void crossbow in your hand, and as you fire it out, Dagonet kind of like scrapes like a claw across the bolt to ignite it with void fire.
Hell yeah. That's actually really cool imagery.
And
Yeah.
it fires forward and like sticks and like embeds itself into the tongue very solidly. And the tongue just for a moment just kind of like just has like this like recoil, and it's enough for you, Jeremiah, and Pikachu to just kind of like, well, Jeremiah slips his way out. Pikachu, you're so small, you just literally fall out when there's like enough slack.
Lands leave like a little crater.
I blow off a little sigh and like put the paper cut arrow away.
And the tongue kind of like flails for a while trying to like get the thing out, and as it does, it kind of like retracts back down the throat. So you guys are currently out of combat. I'm gonna keep this battle music on because you are still very much in danger.
Yeah. Seems fair.
And you hear the voice of this mouth, like start to sort of like speak into your head again. The teeth don't move, but you can sort of hear that grisly voice going. Struggle all you wish, children of mana. None have escaped. You shall become my sustenance.
What happened to introspection here?
Are we in the fucking mouth still?
That's what this entire
Yeah.
fight. What?
This
I'm just
entire
making
fight
sure.
took.
I'm-
This entire fight took place inside it.
I'm just making sure. I'm making sure. So like the teeth are closed, eh?
So in front of you it's just kind of picture the inside of a mouth but with no tongue, just kind of sloping off down into like a very dark, ominous looking like esophagus. And behind you is just a wall of like a solid wall of jagged teeth.
And we're out of combat now?
You guys are all currently out of combat.
We gotta break out, dude.
Card Sharper's going to turn to Dagonet and be like, "Oh, remember that thing we used back at the manor?" And he's referring to like the circular like wave of void magic.
I'm gonna
He's
shoot a
talking to
root canal
Dagonet.
arrow.
He's talking to Dagonet about this. Want to try
Yes.
that one again?
Whatever you wish, master.
So he's gonna try and do that.
All right. So that was. Did we determine? I think we determined that was Brawn Void because it's kind of just like a pure will projection of force outward.
Yeah. Hero point. 3 successes. I'm gonna use a drive.
You still have jokers in there.
I have 1 joker in there. Gonna use another
Keep
drive,
driving.
and that's it. Okay, yeah, 4 successes. I'll stick with 4. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
So 4 successes is gonna be so. I'll be upfront with you guys. This is a very solid wall. You make like some cracks in this row of teeth, but like ultimately it's it stays pretty solid, and what few sort of shards fall away expose just another row of teeth behind it. If you remember from before, this it's not just one set of teeth on this fella.
We're gonna need more than 1 root canal arrow.
Was that what you were saying before? I didn't even hear you because
Yeah, yeah.
I was talking via Dagonet to Card
is-
Chirp.
Exactly what I was saying. I'll still try it if you'll let me.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Give me a biology. Or wait a minute. Now we can make that ranged engineering because a root canal is done with like a machine. You don't just do a root canal.
Says
Well, we're
you.
about to, yeah. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
1 success.
You're the king of Rook.
Oh, I guess I have hero points, don't I?
Well, 1.
And like a bunch
You
of
can only
drive.
use 1. But, yeah. You do have drive.
Why did
There it is. I mean, even if you only pulled 1, your Joker was on top.
Yeah, I thought about that too. That's why I didn't finish the statement. You can get rid of this if you want, Zedge. Just saying.
I could.
You know, if you believed in the root canal arrow.
I'm not sure if I believe in the root canal there.
Alright, let's see the root canal arrow.
I did. I'm using my last 2 drive.
You got it.
This is it. I'm gonna go for the weakest looking set of teeth. You know, where the damage was done by Cynical. Also, did I
Alright.
mention this is root canals for giants?
Sure.
Just had to clarify.
It's really hard to hit a normal person's tooth with an arrow.
Okay. So, I don't actually know what a root canal is.
You're telling me, dude. Don't they just like rip your tooth out all the way down, dude? Go all the way in
Don't
there and
know.
pull that bitch out? Let's look up root canal.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
It's not pulling the roots like.
It's like
Is-
the little prongs on the tooth, isn't it?
Oh, dude, it's to repair and save a badly damaged or infected tooth instead of removing it. Ooh, wrong
use like a-
arrow.
Use like a tooth plier.
Dog, you helped
or
it out.
something. No, use a cavity arrow.
You know what?
I called it a root canal arrow. It's actually just an explosive device.
Wait a minute. You know what? This. Hold on. This.
Yes.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh,
I know exactly. Okay, I think I know how to do this. So, looks like the root canal uses this, like, kind of, like, gross fucking prong. I'm gonna say there's one of those. There's like you've basically like lodged like a big very sturdy metal stick into like sort of the damaged tooth.
Thus
you now
saving
have-
it.
Well, I mean, saving it from a cavity, but also putting like a big just sort of metal rod that looks like it would make for good leverage.
Oh, I start pushing.
Hold on, just 1 second. I didn't clear the queue before I added this, so I'm gonna. All right. So you're gonna push.
Yeah, I'm pushing, dude.
It's brawn and athletics to kind of like push this thing down to try and move teeth up.
Brawn and athletics.
Well, I'll give him some help. Oh,
the crit Joker. It wouldn't be a session without
The
this, I guess.
croak.
The crit
the croaker, dude.
Joker.
it's the classic croaker.
It is the classic because we at least have one per game now.
Like, come on, boys, we need more help.
No, wait.
We're waiting.
Okay. I know what to do. I know what to do for this Joker.
This croaker.
Okay. Oh man. Whoever gets this one is not gonna like it.
Hell yeah.
You hear that?
So, Thorben and Jeremiah, give me a high and low.
Just call one, or
Call higher, just high or low, either of you.
I'll take low.
I'll take a.
All right. So, Jeremiah, you just you kind of make your way out, and at you well, no, okay, hold on, I need to try and describe this well. You help him push down, and with your help, you are actually able to get enough leverage to sort of like pry the teeth open.
There's just enough room. Go, Jeremiah. I'll
And,
hold it.
I got this.
That's exactly what Jeremiah does. He slips out. You're able to clear the teeth and get out. And as you look back, you look back to kind of like see what's happening. And you see the jaws snap back shut as while the people inside the mouth, you see the root canal bar kind of just snap and break.
Ooh.
So Jeremiah, you're now standing in front of the mouth again, and you hear it speak into your head of, Well, I must say I am impressed by your perseverance, Manaborn. Tell me, though, did you think escape would be as easy as crossing my jaws?
You would be told yes.
No sooner do you say that than you hear the ground shake around you, and basically from the walls in this like it's a fairly like wide corridor, but it suddenly becomes a lot more claustrophobic as just like two massive stone and flesh arms like breach the either side walls and kind of like heavily thud with fists downward. So here's how this is gonna work. You guys are in combat again, but only Jeremiah is fighting. You guys need to find a way out of the mouth before you can help him.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's any sore or decayed tooth that would indicate like a weak spot?
You can, but first we need to do the combat part of the combat.
All right, I gotta piss anyway. I'll be right back.
Have a good pass.
It's really pissing me off.
I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Jeremiah, you've got 3 damage coming your way as one of the arms just kind of lunges forward and tries to like crush you under its palm.
Man.
But
Hi, Chihuahua.
you get mostly out of the way, but it kind of like you essentially get like a smack.
You're the one that needs the introspection here, buddy.
What I need is to feed. This cumbersome body that was forced on me requires endless nourishment. Fortunately, you curious Manaborn make for excellent refreshment.
What a dick.
Say, what you normally feed on down here?
Whatever is foolish enough to cross the threshold into my territory.
Ooh, do something that stupid.
Jeremiah, it is because you are in the combat part of combat. You're going to be taking your turn before inside the mouth team.
So, you said there were 2 arm looking things?
Yeah. So basically, picture like a really long hallway.
Yeah.
And at the end of it is the wall with the big giant mouth with the jagged teeth. And kind of jutting out just before it are just sort of like 2 arms that aren't like exactly in front of it, but they're just kind of like laying on the ground. Just like sort of waiting to strike. Picture someone like, if someone was like lying prone, but you just see like the mouth and the arms. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got an image in my head.
I can see it. I wonder if there's anything I can try to do to like attract some other like demon folk to wander in.
Huh. You know, that's an interesting one. I like the sound of that. If you can expand on it, if you can give me a method, I will give you a flip.
If you can use that word in a sentence, we'll give you a flip.
Let's say if you can, whatever, and with whatever like shapeshift abilities or whatever you have on your person, if you can find a way to have your voice travel realistically like upwards, like through this kind of like underground area below this city village void town,
Yeah.
then I'll give you a flip for that. Because I like the idea of that. It's very creative.
Me too. I can't think of a good way. Put a little bit of
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thanks,
Leave.
man.
so,
Leave.
Okay.
I was just repeating what he said and laughing at it.
When I've contraptions would be a lot easier. I think I'll go for a basic little slash with the tried and true claws.
A classic little number, if you will.
Classic-
Did both of the arms move or just one?
It just one. It moved to kind of slap you, but then it kind of went back into position.
Fair enough. I'll try attacking that one, I guess, and I'll see if I can't give it more thought.
All right. Give me biology, brawn.
2 Bruno. I won't bring my last hero P.
Yeah, well, you just kind of give a very sort of shallow, mostly
I keep my
ineffective.
distance. Yeah.
It's a mostly ineffective cut. I mean, it leaves a mark, but it doesn't noticeably do much more than that. As you just kind of rake your claws off it and just sort of feel the very gross sensation of sort of as if you were touching. It inexplicably feels as if you are touching stone and flesh at the same time.
Definitely a bizarre sensation.
All right, Team Inmouth. You guys.
I am looking for.
All you guys heard from where you are was like an intense, like rumbling noise, enough to let you know that it is definitely not great out there.
Anywhere's better than here, though, eh?
You know, as you as you look back, as you swivel your head backwards to check and see if there are any more tongues coming to drag you into the abyss, you think, well, it can't be worse out there, right?
Right?
Yeah. So my idea was to look for any kind of like rotting or kind of like bad tooth to hit that would be like a good weak spot.
Ooh, I like that.
Because how often does this guy brush his teeth realistically?
Unless they, unless they trapped a toothbrush into stone along with him, probably very infrequently. Okay, that looks to me.
I forgot I have 0 investigation. That's a shame.
That is true. You have 0 investigation.
But I have
I was
How do you-
I was initially going to say that this seems like investigation biology, and then I realized that's actually 0 cards for you.
Sorry about that. I thought I had investigation. You know what? I probably had investigation when I was making the character, then I changed it somewhere.
You probably had investigation in an early draft of this character.
Yeah. Also, I think Amadeus has investigation, which also.
Amadeus does. I think Amadeus was the only one of the original party who did.
Ooh, a
Yeah.
detective would be a good character.
Anyway, so what else could it be?
Let's go for because there's no difference. I'm gonna between the two. I'm gonna say wit and biology because that seems more thematically accurate.
Well, I don't have any biology, but
You also don't have any investigation, which is the only other feasible flip.
is one gonna be enough? I'll hero not. No, I only have 1 hero point left. I'll use a drive. Okay. 2 successes. I'm happy with that.
So, I'm gonna say that you're a sort of like a sort of cursory look at kind of the damage you've already done does reveal like a tooth that you kind of see like kind of several layers deep from the damage that was sort of punched through by the root canal arrow. You notice a tooth that isn't really sitting quite right. It's crooked as if it's not connected to anything.
Hey,
Find anything, card
So-
sharp?
Orban, do you have a hard candy apple arrow?
Let me just look in my bag. Like Smarties, Skittles, M&Ms.
Like an apple?
Here it is. The hardened candy apple arrow.
Can you shoot it at that loose tooth up there?
Yeah, but it's gonna have to be a trick shot.
Do it.
'cause I do it like between the legs. You know, like, using my feet to hold the bow, and I pull it back with both hands.
Just please do it.
Pikachu lifts him up and throws him so he can do a 360.
Oh yes, dude!
All right, you know what? All right, this is gonna be both of your guys' turns.
Let's go.
Pikachu, give me brawn melee, and Thorben, give me ranged survival.
All right, this is it.
Remember, we
The
still
arrow
have
to
the
end all
anti-joker, so
arrows.
let's not be hasty. If we screw up, no.
Fuck! And no, we don't. We already used it.
No.
I failed,
Oh.
dude. I failed.
Can I have? Shit.
All right, you
Can
gotta
you describe this, please?
Can I just
Oh,
throw Thorben
absolutely.
at the tooth?
Wait, can Dagonet the last minute try and guide the arrow?
Ooh, threefer.
All
This is
right,
a
wait,
team
wait,
effort.
wait. If
Oh, right, I
Dagonet's
forgot.
If Dagonet's flipping here, he's flipping under this.
After.
Oh lord.
Okay. Dagonet. What is guiding an arrow?
He uses void, dude, to make it go whichever way he wants.
Yeah.
Or like Dagonet teleports over there and deflects it.
Maybe wit, if it's like a spur of the moment thing.
let's say wit void.
Dagonet, don't fail us.
Oh, you meant what roll it was?
Yeah. Okay. Wit void. That's 6 cards.
Here we go, boys. And remember, we still have anti-joker as far as I remember, unless I missed
No,
something when I was in the back.
we don't.
No,
We
I,
use it.
Shit.
I
We do not.
They used it. I
God
forgot.
damn it.
I think it was on the root canal.
Yeah, it was on the root canal arrow.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? That's
Hero.
better than no successes or jokers.
Hero P.
True.
No, because I don't know. He doesn't have any hero P.
Also, what happened to your character? Why isn't he on those cards?
It's from the bros.
Oh, you're
the bros
flipping
deck, yeah.
Oh.
In this, I think it's we said in the Void Realm that Dagonet rolls on his own and he doesn't share my
Yeah,
deck.
because Dagonet's more kind of like in.
He's more of
while-
an actual NPC here.
While you're in the void, Dagonet's kind of like detached from you.
Yeah, I was just wondering why. Was all.
But it's not bad though. 2 successes is definitely not bad to add to the success
No,
pile.
2 successes is not bad at all.
Make it cool, Dingles. So this had all 3 of us working together.
I wanted all my
Sort of.
failures out there.
All 2 of us. Thor.
Okay, so remind
yeah.
me again, Thorben. How exactly are you holding your bow?
You see. So I'm like on my back, right? You know, and then I got both my feet on either side of the bow, right? And
Oh,
and
okay.
with both
So
hands,
you're
I'm pulling the
basically
string back towards my neck with the arrow in the middle.
you've basically turned yourself into a ballista.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I know. Oh God, I know exactly how to do this. Then, so, Thorben, you take up the position, and you're just kind of like
Assume the position.
you're just sort of like laying with just sort of like you're laying in your ballista form. And Pikachu,
roll out.
you like Olympic strongman pick up Thorben and like hold him above your head before just sort of tossing him like a pizza and spitting him. And Thorben, before you can even let the arrow go, Dagonet massively expands the size of his hand and just sort of grabs you. And you feel yourself get thrown like a dart into the...
Oh, that's really good.
And before you can even let loose the arrow, you just go soaring through feet first, just punching just a big hole in the teeth.
Wait. Can I shoot somebody in the room with the apple now?
Why can't you shoot us?
I thought there was like something. I thought there was noise out here, commotion.
You know what? With no successes, no, you can't.
It falls limply to the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in the commotion, it just sort of falls out of the bow.
It gets stuck between his teeth, and that's really annoying.
And I dry fire the bow, which is really bad for it.
Yeesh.
So what the fuck happens? Did we get out? Did we make an escape?
There's now like there's a big hole in like the top row of this thing's mouth that you guys are able to just sort of very carefully as to not like cut yourself on the jagged teeth, just kind of run and jump out to take position with Jeremiah.
That whole thing felt very JoJo to me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was definitely a scene
giant
from
head.
part 2.
Yeah, that's definitely like some half-ass thing that like Joseph would make.
Although, I'm interested. It's interesting that you said a scene from part 2, because as I was writing this, like halfway through writing this, I realized, oh
Yes.
shit, this is just the last part of the Empress fight from part 3.
Oh god.
What's the Empress fight?
Midler,
It's the giant lady
timeout.
the giant lady underwater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Giant lady underwater. I don't
Anyways,
remember.
let's get back to
Jotaro just like punches the teeth out, and then you
Yeah.
don't even see her because she's too disfigured.
Yeah.
It's a pretty short stun ball, so...
Yeah, I
It's-
can't
it's-
remember.
it's like
really.
It's one of those
bizarre-
stand of the week type deals, yeah.
It's a bizarrely
There were a
short
fucking
stand battle.
shitload of those in
Well,
part 3, dude.
no
Yeah.
shit, it's bizarre, Dingle.
I remember being I remember being really underwhelmed by that fight because the whole the big moment of the fight was her saying, "Oh, my teeth are as strong as diamonds," and Jotaro just goes, "Okay, who cares?"
see, she didn't realize that it's the next part when Diamond becomes unbreakable.
Oh!
That's
All right.
real.
Kick ground from the server and let's keep
All right,
playing.
pack it up. RPG's over for the week.
Yeah.
Next time.
All right. So as they all escape, Cardsharp is going to turn around back to the face and say, you should really take better care of your teeth.
As you say this, like the teeth, like where you broke them, just kind of like like new teeth, just kind of like violently grow and snap into place. And the mouth, no longer sort of like talking into your heads, is now just sort of back to kind of talking again in the more billowy voice, just going, "It is not I you should be concerned for, Manaborn. Make no mistake, you will not be leaving these caves alive."
What's a Manaborn?
All right. Let's start this combat from the top. I'll let you go first, Card Sharp.
Boom.
So what's
I
there?
realize I didn't actually set an initiative for this thing. So let's
there
make
are
it,
two.
So let's make it 4. Give me a quick flip, Corbin. No, not you, Card Sharp.
Oh,
you're
sorry.
5 initiative.
I'm gonna keep this card for my next roll.
No, you're not.
God damn it. That's a good card.
It goes here. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Thorben goes first.
Hell yeah! Wait,
You mean after me?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
it goes me, Thorben, and then the thing.
It goes you, Thorben. It goes you, Thorben, the Maw, and then the 2 boys.
2 boys.
two boys.
Card Sharp is going to direct Dagonet to go after one of the hands. Right? There were 2 hands, right?
Yes.
There are 2 hands. 2 hands and a big mouth behind them.
Card Sharp is
Wait,
going to... God damn it, let me speak, Thorben!
But I want to make a joke, dude. There are 2 hands. I thought he went solo.
Anyways. No. Anyways, so...
Oh, I get it. Fuck you.
No. Because this has been a really long fight, basically. It's been basically one long goddamn fight. Card Sharp is going to... Can he still do the special in this world where he, like, breaks the chains to let, like, the... Can he do the Unleash Dagonet action still?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, the chains are gonna manifest again. And Card Sharp is just gonna whip it at the wall to break the chains and be like, Dagonet, let loose all over that hand!
Left or right?
Claw hands.
Just left or right, just for my
Sure,
visual.
just this. I don't know, this hand.
Okay.
He's just gonna start attacking one of them.
Alright, give me Brawn Void +2.
Ron. Void.
I flipped them because the crowns kind of look like little hands.
Yeesh.
Ooh.
That is my last Joker, though, but yeah.
Could be worse.
It really could be. Could be a crit Joker.
That's not
Maybe that's
worse.
better.
No, I'm saying that is worse. That's
It's
much
not, though.
worse.
So you let Dagonet loose. Could everyone flip 1 card for me?
Oh boy.
I don't know if I want to.
Well, you have to.
Oh, I know
DM
you don't
said
want to.
Lose. Void lose.
All right. Dagonet just kind of stops for a moment, and then just sort of like the flames around his body just kind of like erupt, and he just sort of makes like a wild swing with his claws that is gonna scrape you, Pikachu, for 1 damage. And afterwards, he regains composure of himself and just kind of just stood there, sort of panting, and he just goes, Master, maybe we should not attempt that here.
My apologies. I'm not entirely sure of the rules of this realm.
Does his voice crack in character?
No.
Yeah. Of course, I did that on purpose, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I think it adds a lot
That's
to
impressive.
Okay.
So now it goes to Thorben's turn.
Oh, it's my turn? Shit, dude. I didn't think of any, like, arm-based attacks.
It's Thorben's turn.
Oh, dude, I'll just do the classic where I shoot something highly explosive at it. I'm not sure what, but I know it's gonna blow up.
All right, give me ranged explosives, and I'll determine what the explosive is based on your successes.
Hell yeah! I get
Before we find out what it is in canon, I will just say I like to imagine that it's just TNT, but completely spelled out as the acronym, and he's just like, I don't know what this means.
Also, I'm getting a call from my dad. 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Sedge.
I mean, you should be apologizing. I mean, you should be apologizing to Pikachu, but whatever.
I'm apologizing out of character.
I'm gonna be right back while Brown takes
Bless
the call.
Sedge is gonna go
It
punch a
was
wall just because
Okay,
he got hit.
since he's gonna be right back, I'm gonna go get what my dad just called me about.
Oh
I'll
my
be right back.
lord.
Okay. Until I read the text in that image you posted, Cynical, I thought those were mangoes.
Oh, you mean the Honeycrisp?
Yeah, I don't know why, because it wouldn't have made any sense if they were mangoes.
I don't know, man. You gotta tell me why your brain is all wrong.
Boy, if I knew, my life would be a lot easier.
I'm back.
Nice.
I'm really a big fan of the Twitter favorite movie lines.
Yeah, did you see the Breaking Bad one?
Oh, yeah.
It's literally just that we really are the Last of Us joke. Just just
about that.
repeated ad infinitum, and I love it.
Wait,
It's the
what?
best.
Have you ever seen the Twitter account favorite movie lines?
No. Is it good?
It's good.
This is a pretty good example of what all the posts are like.
What the fuck? What am I? What?
They just edit fake subtitles and stuff
It's
to
just
have the
they
title.
just like they put scenes of a movie and they put on a fake subtitle where the character is saying the title of the movie.
I really like this one. This one's really clever. Honestly, this is one of my favorites.
What?
I really like the one he retweeted. It's not his, I don't think, but he retweeted recently, where someone just posted like a picture of Darth Maul and they made a fake caption saying, "I am the Phantom Menace," and this dude was getting so pissed at him saying, when did he say this? And he goes, oh, this is 20 minutes into the movie. And he goes, no, it's not. And he like pulls up, he gives him like an article that's like all of Darth Maul's quotes from Phantom Menace. And he's like, no, but he says this again. No, but he says this in the movie.
It's from the DVD I have.
No,
No, that's the last one he says. It's from the DVD I have.
He literally just goes, oh, it's from the DVD. Okay. I don't get it. He's like asking him to back up the claim, and he goes, I don't get it. This is a clip from the movie, 20 minutes in.
That guy takes his Phantom Menace really seriously, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy who made that joke's the real Phantom Menace.
Whoa.
So,
We really are the Phantom Menace of us.
part 2.
Alright. So 2 successes.
What was the flip for?
It was... an arrow with an explosive on it. He wasn't sure what.
Undefined explosive.
I'm like 95% sure it's gonna blow up.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, it'll just hit him, you know?
Alright, let's say this arrow's got like a black cat firework on it. It's like not great, but it'd take off some fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Got like some firecrackers on it or something, just lands right in the hand.
Yeah, so you launch a quick firecracker at one of the hands, and it just sort of like, it takes some like cracks off of the fingers, like the knuckles are starting to sort of crumble from the explosion.
It also looks cool, right?
It does look cool. I mean, it's a firework. It's
I
very
clap.
flashy.
I clap. Yay!
Woo! And what else? Oh, it's this thing's turn now.
This thing.
You don't have a name for it, it's just wall.
I mean, called it the ball.
I mean, it has a name, but you guys never asked. Okay.
All I know is we came to it and we can't break through it and we can't knock it down, so I know that we found the wall. The wall. The wall.
No man on Earth can make him fall.
Oh, God damn it, my cat.
Wait a minute, that cat.
Alright, could everybody give me another flip?
Good, everybody.
God damn it.
You know what I have to say that? You know what I have to say to that question, Dingle? 9. I don't think I will.
No.
Get it,
So-
because
That was French.
The mouth just kind of, it sort of opens up, and one of those tongues comes sort of shooting out of it, and it just sort of, constricts around you, Card Sharp. So you're kind of, you're bound, you're currently bound by a tongue. And this time he got your arms, because he's being a little smarter about this. And the wall just kind of says through its mouth, it just goes, "Any more hygiene tips?"
Yeah, take a breath mint or something, cause your tongue stinks.
That you could still joke in the face of certain death is amusing to me, Manaborn. Alright, and with that, it's going to go to Pikachu's turn.
So, what's the status with the arms and shit?
So, you've got one arm that's kind of crumbling and cracking and sort of like leaking blood, and one that hasn't really been touched yet.
Alright. I'm gonna, like, skull bash the one that's cracked.
Alright, give me the old Baron in melee. You guys can take your cards back, by the way.
No,
I don't think I will.
Okay.
I'll do it for him though.
Okay.
Thanks for the assist.
Sick.
Don't worry, I think my next roll is probably gonna be pretty similar.
God
Oh,
damn
that's
it. We're getting
excellent.
some really... Well, no, it's because this entire thing's been combat, so...
I mean, as long as we're drawing cards, we're gonna draw jokers.
I wasn't drawing anything. I was just pulling them.
Well, as long as we're pulling / dealing / drawing / whatever you want to call it, cards.
Okay, so one Joker and no successes, huh? Pikachu. How many cards was that flip?
4.
It was 4? Okay. Alright, you lucked out. You're just gonna take 1 damage. As your head just kind of... essentially, you just headbutted a wall.
I haven't used that one in a while.
Yeah, careful. Those things are tough.
Alright. Now it's going to Jeremiah's turn.
And it is. I did think of some idea. I don't think it'll play out well if I attempt to roll it, but the idea of shape-shifting into a harpy.
Ooh.
Shapeshift into a Chinese finger trap.
That's a great idea. I won't do that.
Now that is a great idea.
So what are you going to do?
Scream.
You're going to scream?
Uh,
Oh, you're going in and out. I feel like I'm not getting everything you're saying.
sorry. Shapeshift into a harpy and try to scream, I guess.
Okay. Give me presence biology.
Oh,
Biology for shape-shifting, presence for screaming.
Fuck, I'm in jail, lads.
Damn.
I got dubs,
yeah,
though.
Here it is.
I got prison dubs.
Damn, dude.
Knew it was coming.
Is that like 3 Jokers in a row?
God.
Not including the,
Not in a row.
I mean for the party.
Oh, yeah, it is.
God damn.
Or wait,
This
no,
is
that's
the
not
first
true.
time this session. Oh,
That's not true. Thorben didn't.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm too good. I never joker.
Shut up.
Damn. He's cracked.
Especially not when it counts.
He's done it. He's got this.
Okay. So, the Scream. So the intention of this Scream initially, so the intention of what you were doing initially was to kind of, like, draw things down here, right? To, like, distract him. Was that the original impetus for this?
Yeah, just like harpies thing.
Okay.
I think they draw people in.
Oh yes, the siren
Screams.
call.
All right. So, I am going to say that I'm gonna say that it does. I'm gonna say that it does do that. It kind of like. I'm gonna say it draws down a lot of. It draws down a lot of. Just like various void creatures. That the wall kind of like. Sees as sort of its opportunity to it's like sort of like an opportunity to eat some extra things and sort of recuperate its strength. And it kind of just opens wide and sends out like multiple tongues to kind of like feed on them and sort of pull them down in. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be distracted and the rest of the attacks on it or its arms. Well, actually, let's just say its arms. Because, well, it and its arms. You know what? It and its arms. Because there's a whole thing with that. You're gonna get a +2, because it's distracted. However, the Scream is gonna fucking deal 1 damage to every...
Undodgeable.
It just fucking... Yeah, it's ear-splitting.
Do we all get a +2 then?
Yeah, your next attack, on this guy while he's sort of occupied with eating,
Playing feeding friends.
is gonna get 2 more flips.
Oh, but what are you doing?
Is that everyone else for the damage, or everyone including?
Hold on, lad. I'll be right back.
I'll give it to you too.
Okay. Mind me.
Did Sin just say something?
He said he had to be right back.
Okay.
I just been noshing on this fucking burrito, dude.
Damn, he nosh.
Just chowing down, dude. Chipotle burrito.
Beat.
I've reached the end of the burrito though, which is like the worst part because there's like not so much meat down there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like chewing on rice and
Depending on the structural quality of it, it could be like half falling apart.
yeah, I don't know how the fuck they make those burritos over there, dude. But they do it wrong. That's all I'm saying. But also good because they're fucking.
Zell, this thing you retweeted about fucking Nintendo puzzles is cracking me up.
Oh, I saw that before.
What is it?
It's apparently Nintendo has some puzzles related to their games. This is what they generally look like, apparently.
I really
Just-
love how the guy in the first image got like everything except the black and was like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
This solid color puzzles.
Oh!
That Kirby one is actually demonic.
That Kirby one is
Yeah.
horrifying.
I feel like it wouldn't be that hard. All you gotta do is find the shape.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but
252 pieces. And probably like 90% of them don't have any distinguishing visual characteristics other than their shape.
it's already kind of blend together.
Yeah, I was never huge on puzzles, anyways.
I'm back.
I've never been a puzzle guy.
I'm back.
Oh, they're alright.
Oh, welcome back.
I feel like
Sorry.
I'll learn to appreciate them in time.
So,
Oh god,
whose turn
I
is
saw,
it?
I saw in the replies.
It's
Sorry
yours.
to interrupt, but there's actually intentional, just like
Oh,
straight
yeah.
black puzzles. Oh my god,
What?
that's fucking...
I'm aware of the like intentional.
No, I've never seen that.
736 pieces, and it doesn't have any color or picture?
Whose turn is it?
Alright,
would
it's
do
yours,
this?
It's yours.
All right.
It is yours. You are currently restricted. Dagonet is not. If you can you give me a quick brawn and melee flip to see if you can force your way out. You sure as hell can. All right, you you pull your way out of the grip of the tongue, and you are now free to make any actions either as yourself or tell Dagonet to make an action.
Cardtrap's gonna try something.
I would sure hope.
He's going to regroup with Dagonet and tell him he's gonna have the dagger in his hand. He's gonna be like, throw me as hard as you can to that hand over there.
The fucked up one or the non-fucked up one?
Let's go with the non-fucked up one. See what happens.
Okay.
He's trying to speedball. You're trying to fastball specialist with Dagonet.
Well, Dagonet did pretty goddamn well at that earlier. So sure, let's give it a whirl.
What would that be?
So we all know roles in this game are very consistent.
This seems like Void and Brawn.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Oh, I'm not rolling because I thought I was attacking the thing, the hand.
Well, it seems more like you're being used to attack the hand.
Does it get a +2 because of distraction?
Yes, it does.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that. That's
Don't.
right.
Can I hero point to help boost this?
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's my last hero point.
Hero. Point.
That was worth it, lads.
Damn.
That's a point.
It's really all you can ask for when you're
But it's also like when card sharp is thrown, because I got pretty good on that. It's a little like fancy, you know what I mean? Like as usual.
you get spin on it.
Yeah.
Kind of like he sort of you do this thing. This is totally not legit. This is like a logistical nightmare, but I think you'll be able to picture it, where Dagonet's like throwing you over the shoulder, and you like tuck your legs in and kick off of Dagonet's shoulder to give yourself like a spin and even more momentum.
I imagined it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And you just kind of go like sailing through this hand, leaving like a big fucking nasty bloody hole in it.
Hell yeah.
So now both of the hands are looking like really fucking messed up. They're still ambulatory, barely, but they're not doing so well.
Is that Thorben's
Oh,
turn?
ambulatory is walking. I used that incorrectly. I thought that was just
Still
relating.
walking.
I thought that was just relating to motion. I didn't realize that was strictly walking.
They're walking here.
They're walking here, but not very well.
That brings it to Thorben.
It does, in fact, bring it to Thorben.
What's this last card in this deck?
Probably a Joker, knowing me. I feel like it isn't one, so it must be one.
I can't remember if you used. I think you have.
I think I used both of them. But I always do.
Regardless.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at these hands, dude. They're crumbling apart, you know. So I'm gonna say, "Looks like you need a hand." And then I'm gonna pull out the classic high five arrow, except it has nails all over it. I'm gonna give him the most painful high five of his life.
All right, go for it.
Up high, down low. Okay, but
I
what
really hope you nail this one.
This seems like ranged in melee.
a 3?
Actually, wait a
Now-
minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me ranged and empathy because it's a high 5.
Well, shouldn't it be ranged lying because like it's he thinks it's a high 5, but it's gonna end up being extremely painful.
You're trying to twist it, man.
He ranged 3 ones
It's
because he's going a sneaky.
Yeah. Like, because I'm being sneaky about it. Like it's supposed to.
I don't think he really.
No, literally, I have 0 on all 4 of those skills that we just talked about. So.
You know what? Let's keep it ranged in melee. Fuck it.
Like it matters.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. But
How many cards do you have left?
That's it.
That's it.
Oh.
But he had a 3 in his deck.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had a 3, and then I got 4, and then a 6. I skipped the 5.
460.
What? Oh yeah.
all right, I'm gonna say for your benefit that you shoot it at the hand that Card Sharp just hit, because that hand has only 1 health.
Just sticks into it.
It just like I don't know what he's thinking. He raises the hand up to try and stop it, and instead it just collides as a high 5 with just a reverberating smack that just sort of causes this thing to just sort of crumble and spurt blood everywhere. And you can hear the wall just go.
That was a good one. Nice solid one.
It was like one of those high 5s where you really put your elbow into it.
Yeah, he made it sting.
But now it's totally gonna use the remaining hand to try and like fist crush you.
To piss Thorben.
Good luck.
Thorben, do you have a pillow arrow you can bite on?
Don't need one, dude.
Oh.
I'm just
Apparently
gonna
not.
dodge out
You
of
only
the way.
have 3 damage incoming.
I just do like a little side. I use my hips, dude, and I get out the way. Do a little jig.
Thorben belly dances out of the way. As it is now going to be Pikachu's turn.
Isn't there just one hand now?
There's just 1 hand.
But there's still the mouth, too, I think.
I don't want to drag one away. 'Cause
Alright, time for the Big Chief Club Tail Whack.
Hell yeah.
that,
Oh,
Whacking 'em.
Get his
Oh,
ass
yeah.
A
kicked.
classic BCCTW.
Get his ass, King.
Thank you for doing that.
Let me just hero.
If you had Joker, I was gonna be so pissed off.
I think I used both.
Oh.
So, Pikachu, until this, I was gonna say you were still kind of like reeling from headbutting this hand.
Definitely was.
But you just kind of like you eventually just kind of like shake it off, and once you do, you're fucking pissed. You like take like a really just like twisting like stance, and you just sort of like you sort of like slide your tail across the ground with such force that like sparks are coming off of it, and just like home run bat this fucking hand.
Oh hell yeah!
And just crack it into pieces.
How many meters does it fly?
A new record.
Pikachu.
I don't get it.
I was just then picturing the visual of Pikachu jumping up and with both feet kicking his tail down into the hand over and over again. All right. So both hands are gone. Jeremiah, it's coming up to your turn, and
Yes.
you kind of look at you looking at the wall. You can see that like what was once a very like cocky, self-satisfied grin has now kind of deflated into a very kind of like worried-looking grimace.
You were acting so smug earlier when you thought you had made lunch of us.
You want to quit while you're ahead?
Oh my god!
Roll for catchphrase, come on.
That's so bad, but so true.
Oh. He kind of...
Could always 0 point it.
That fucking hero point catchphrase.
0 point.
Well-
The words don't quite form.
I mean, honestly, I was gonna ask if that was a flip to convince him to stand down.
Oh, that was just the catchphrase.
I want to try that.
That's what I thought you were going for. Then everyone was like, "Oh, flip, flip, flip." I was like,
Sound
"Oh
like-
shit."
That does sound like a fun idea.
The hell did you just Link's Edge? Oh, Thor. Oh.
That could be.
No.
What?
I think that would be charm and
Persuade.
sounds like persuasion. You're kind of just point blank asking him if he wants to quit while he's ahead.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh man, that's
Thanks, dude.
the Always Sunny title maker is
It's
such
so
a good sight.
It
Yeah.
really is. No longer healthy. Okay.
Oh, and it's +2. This is technically
Oh,
an
yeah.
attack.
Get a hero point.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's not good.
I can't give it to
yeah.
you for 2 successes. But you can tell that like Rudolph just kind of barks back and just goes, "Quiet. Your arrogance will be your undoing." But
That's
you can
what we
tell-
should be saying
You,
to you.
you can tell that even he doesn't really believe those words as they come out of his mouth.
Oh, I kind of feel bad for him.
Why? He tried to eat us.
Yeah, but you eat cows, dude. Or I do, at least.
Did you
I
just
feel-
compare yourself to a cow?
Yeah, I mean, what? Let's not get into philosophical debates right now, okay? Let's just play D&D.
There's nothing philosophical about this.
Listen,
Alright, it's
cows are cool.
Card Sharp's turn.
Card Sharp was going to use the hand crossbow, but instead he's going to, I don't know if Dagonet can help because Unleash. He just wants to fucking like Hadouken avoid Fireball instead of shooting it out of an arrow. out of a crossbow bolt.
Sure.
All
Let's say
for it.
let's say
Void
I guess that's
Brawn.
Brawn Void.
All right. At least I know I don't have any jokers in this deck.
Or do you?
I don't.
Or
I'll use my last drive. Okay, so 2 successes.
solid
really
drive.
It's really hoping this is gonna be a Joker.
Please don't.
It would have been very funny.
You launch forward this void. You launch forward the void Hadouken, and with no way to defend itself, it just sort of like collides straight into him.
Face tanks it, if you will.
Yeah, he really took this one on the chin.
Oh, stop.
And Thorben, it's your turn now.
Again, dude, it's my turn? Does he
Yeah.
still have any arms?
Attack
No,
the face.
the arms are
Arms
the
are
arms are
long gone.
fucking super destroyed.
We're attacking like the mouth now.
Listen, I'm not even gonna attack him, dude. I'm gonna
What?
emasculate the wall with my lipstick arrow.
Give me ranged perform,
Ooh.
because putting on makeup is essentially performance.
Looks like Joker makeup. No, that's if he got a Joker. God damn it!
So
what
if,
you did
if he
now.
got a Joker, it would have absolutely been Joker makeup.
I'm the joke.
Now I wish he got a Joker. 'Cause that would have been fucking hilarious.
It
I
would've
feel
been
like-
fun.
I feel like on a failure, I should do it badly, but I feel like I would have done it badly anyway, so maybe it's good.
Well, he got 1 success. I don't know.
Like, maybe he looks kind of flattering with it, you know?
Man, you got 1
You,
success. Don't push it.
You pull out an arrow with just like a big comically large tube of lipstick on it, and just sling it forward, and it just kind of it smears kind of across him, and then you hold up a little hand mirror to him just so he can see how dumb it looks.
The hand mirror is on an arrow, though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I like to imagine it on the feather of the arrow.
That's great.
Yeah, sitting on
There's
the
a little
back.
mechanism that like shoots out a mirror on a parachute when the arrow collides.
I like that more because then it's kind of like a fleeting moment.
Yeah.
The wall takes 1 emotional damage.
Oh shit!
It's let's see. I'm gonna flip for it first, and then oh, awesome. The wall like opens it opens its mouth as if to like just sort of say something, but its words are just kind of like staggering and stuttering, and it's just kind of you it's very flustered and is a little unsure. It is a little unsure what exactly to do to you guys as a wall.
Now say you're sorry.
You're the one that provoked all of this.
Pikachu, it's your turn now.
Okay, so, well, so he's a wall, but he's like blocking the way. What are we trying to do here exactly?
We really don't know.
I mean, at this point, you're kind of just beating on him.
Yeah, it's like revenge murder.
You're kind of just beating him into submission now.
Keep beating until he submits, I guess.
I'm gonna ask him, hey buddy, what's your name?
You probably should have asked that before you put the makeup on him.
Oh, I did that, you know.
I just mean in general.
Give me charm persuasion to ask his name.
Alright.
A critical hit.
Whoa.
Persuasion is very
And
effective.
this Pikachu, this crits is like worth what, like 4?
Or super effective. 5, I think.
Oh fuck.
You guys balance
Sweet.
stats, dude.
Stats.
We creatures of void are formed without names, but when I served under him, the Father did refer to me as the Maw.
Well, the more...
Seems
You got
more
fucking
like a wall
buddy,
to
so
me.
can you just like move out the way or some shit?
You said the father, didn't you? That is the man I'm looking for. Or at least that's what someone called me. Someone said I was touched by the father.
The mouth is gonna kind of like... It sort of stops for a moment, and then it just sort of lets out a sigh and just goes... Very well. I know when I am bested. Tell me, children of Mana, do you know the true story of how your world came to be?
Is it related to the void?
We
As
check to see if
all-
we know.
What?
Actually, yeah, sure. Give me a, wait, does anyone have Streetwise?
I have
I do.
Streetwise.
I have two.
Okay,
I have
so
2 as well.
the people with 2 Streetwise, you know just sort of offhand that the story given by the church is that Moreldia just sort of Moreldia just like created the whole world by just sort of weaving mana into just the land and all of its creatures. And you relay as much to the Maw, and it just goes, what I figured you would say. Your world is not born just of mana, but of mana and of void. The Father, void made void given thought, sprung from sparks within the void eons ago, and helped that traitorous witch Moreldia to create this world.
Hey, you know, cool with the harsh comments.
I shall not.
That's my homie.
Moreldia betrayed my father and locked his creations away deep below your world here in the void. It is a resentment that we all still bear towards you mana creatures.
If Moreldia did that, there must have been a good reason.
I care not for that horrid being's reasons. You, your gift, it is born of the Father, but not given by him. I am unsure how you ended up with such fantastical power. But it must be that you were given it for some higher purpose. I had hoped to consume that power, that I might free myself.
That face I showed you that I saw in a vision, is that the face of the Father?
That it is. He was locked away long ago, never to be seen again. Now I would ask you a question. You said someone from your world spoke of him.
It's weird, robed nutsos.
They're sort of like cultists that harness void energy. They're also the ones that mentioned the Father to me when I showed them my power. They wear these masks that cover their whole faces.
Ah. So, then it is finally time. Before the Father was sealed away, he said that he would turn Moreldia's children against her and be reborn. It would seem that his plan is coming to fruition already. He lets out a quick sigh and he just goes, I must thank you, children of Mana. For while you have bested me here, you have given me a great gift. A gift of the knowledge that your world will be swallowed with void. When the Father is brought back, he will reclaim this world as his own.
Fuck you.
Even though my powers are tied to this place, I agree with my cohort. I will do everything I can to stop the Father from swallowing the physical world.
There is no stopping that, my friend. But if you wish to try, I suppose you may be my guest. Just know that when the time comes and the Father returns to free me from these shackles, we will meet again. And it will not be a meeting you should take as lightly as this one here.
Looking forward to it.
We'll kick your asses. Sorry.
I mean, if we're gonna meet you again, why don't we just beat you up here now?
Then everyone just dogpiles on him.
Yeah, everybody looks at Jeremiah and then looks back at the wall.
Do you guys all want to do a flip for a cool attack on him?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
One card.
We'll
just-
do it in initiative order.
Nice.
Just solo card? I'm guessing,
Brown.
yeah.
No, Brown goes first.
Yeah. Let's do solo card. And if it's
Right.
Aw.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Everyone but
yeah.
Brown does a cool attack.
Sounds about right.
nah, I ain't gonna do. I don't want to do him like that.
Group
All
success.
right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
I'm
group.
gonna
Make
say-
it cool attack.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
wait.
say-
Pull him for
three-
Larry.
Bros. No.
Sounds about right.
He's here with us.
I'm gonna say Larry doesn't do anything. But you know what? I'm gonna say 3 out of 4 is a passing grade for the group.
So,
We say
what
3 out
does
of
it
4 is a
look like?
passing grade for the class.
What does it look like, Dingle?
You know, what do you guys want it to look like? What are you guys each adding to this like big
Water, fire, wind,
what are you guys
heart.
adding? What are you guys adding to this big fuck you, middle finger, final
Can I
slap in the
request-
face attack.
Can I request doing the last one? Like doing the last attack?
Sure.
Alright.
I'm fine with that.
I was planning on honestly, I was planning on taking your guys' input and turning them all into one big hodgepodge attack.
Okay, well, for the because we're all down here because it was Card Sharp that wanted to get answers, so I thought it'd be fitting if he got the last hit on it. That's
Okay.
okay with everyone.
I feel like
No, that works.
I feel like the thing I want to do makes sense with not rolling any successes.
All right.
Because I just want to be like, guess what, Ma? Thorben Stringley, bringer of Moreldia's divine will, bitch. And I'm gonna do like the YMCA M over my head.
You know what? I like that way more from Thorben than an attack.
Yeah.
So
Pikachu's in there. He's ripping teeth out with the one hand. In the other hand, he's got the beam open and just swirling it in his mouth. In the Mars mouth, that is.
Oh,
give him a little
nice,
taste.
nice.
You're fucking pouring bourbon onto his like open teeth like nerves.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Wait, no, they wouldn't be nerves, they'd be verves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They would be.
classic
They
Verve.
would be.
Sponsored by Verve?
I was trying to think. What company
Verve.
makes Verve? Is Verve just its own company, or
It's
is it,
just a
like,
thing that
online?
combines streaming services or some shit. Like you can watch anime on
I feel like
it.
we need some fitting music for this. Someone put like a
Uh,
hype fucking
Oh, I have an
attack
idea.
theme on.
I have an idea.
okay.
All yours, Zedge.
I didn't have an
Zel's
idea. I
gonna-
just wanted it to be.
Oh.
Sounds
No,
like Zell or
you've
something.
got a really good point. I should have thought of that. I think Zell's gonna bring out something sick though.
No, I don't have anything.
I don't
Oh.
have anything
Oh,
either.
you said you had an idea.
An idea didn't work.
For the attack. Oh.
Oh,
But what's your attack though, Zed? I mean Zell.
I don't know. Declaw.
Just play the fucking wall, dude. The wall.
No. That's not hype music. It's good music, but it's not hype music.
No, shit's hype as fuck. What are you talking about? I guess you're
all right. I mean, this has got to be fine,
It's
right?
All right, let's do it.
That's going back to season 1.
That is true. We did use this song in season 1 for big
That was
finishes.
basically what Amadeus would do.
All right. What are the all right? So Pikachu said his attack. What's Pikachu's ripping out teeth and fucking pouring bourbon on the open sores.
Thorben's doing the M for the YMCA, but it's for Morelia.
Thorben's got like I picture Thorben in like he's like in like a lunge and he's doing the M with his hands while just yelling.
Jeremiah's walking up and specking him out with his D-claws. Maybe lighting the bourbon on fire.
He's doing a D-claws spec.
Uh,
That's so good. All right.
and for the last one, Card Sharp, while he's gonna run up with his dagger out, but he's also gonna. But this is kind of playing into one of his ultimates that I don't really use a lot, which is Blood Price.
Okay.
He's going to rush like the knife against the palm of his hand, and the blood turns into purple void fire, and then he does a jump and he does like a spin right into like just the center point of the face.
Oh goddamn.
But I really like the idea of of like his regular blood just turning into purple void fire as soon as it touches the dagger.
That's very cool. And it just sort of the combination of all of this, it's just the wall just goes like screams out a horrible oh.
That's a
As,
voice clip we need for the future.
As it just sort of and then it just kind of falls. It just sort of like its mouth just kind of goes slack and it just kind of starts sitting there. And
Wait.
could everyone now give me agility and athletics to run out of this cave as it starts collapsing.
Agility. Oh,
Can
good. I have a lot of
somebody, can
athletics.
somebody roll for me? Can somebody roll for me? I'm actually I can't.
Yours is
I'm not
3,
my
right?
computer right now.
Or 3 total?
My I think it's 2 agility, and then yeah, that's it.
I have
No
one success.
athletics.
Also
So he has
one.
2.
I got 8. Ooh. Brian, you got 2 successes.
Oh, nice, dude.
Jeremiah got none.
Well, it's mostly inconsequential, I suppose. But Jeremiah, you're gonna take 1 damage as you get fucking bonked on the head by falling rocks.
The
All
classic.
the ones that the rest of the team dodges out of the way and maneuvers around. I just don't notice in time. I'm like, ah, man, pelted by a bunch of small pebbles.
And so before long, you guys get over. You guys get out, and you kind of you make your way back into the sort of void town, and are just kind of looking around, and eventually, Dagonet just kind of leads you guys back through the void until he eventually reaches a point where he's like, it would seem that this is the area where we came from. And he kind of he kind of like presses his hand outwards and kind of makes sort of a purple illumination around sort of a splotch of void, like it's similar shape to the one you guys came in through in the rat village. I think this should be our way back out.
Well, I guess this is goodbye then, buddy.
I can literally summon him anytime I want.
It's not the same.
I give him a hug anyways, dude.
Give me brawn empathy to give Dagonet a hug.
I'm also joining on this.
All right.
Fine, fucking group hug.
It's brawn empathy for everyone.
I don't have
can't-
empathy.
I can't flip right now, so somebody needs to flip the card.
You flipped a 6. One.
I
have 2 more
Two
got-
successes.
I got 0 successes.
I got 2.
4 successes.
Can that just be like, because this is a nice moment, just have that be like for the group. 6 successes,
Yeah.
you said?
Let's say 6 successes total. Let's make it total successes. And you guys all bring it in. As and eventually Dagonet sort of breaks away from the group and he just goes,
That was weird. That's just what Card Sharp says.
Master, Thorben, Pikachu, Jeremiah. While I may have been born from this creature called the Father who wants to destroy your world, I hope you will know that I will do everything in my power to help prevent his diabolical plans from happening.
I trust you with my life, Dagonet.
Pikachu's been saluting that entire speech.
Don't lose hope. Do not lose hope, Master. While we might have learned the grim nature of our connection, know that we at least have the power to maybe make it right.
That's true, but at the same time, I feel like I didn't learn what I wanted to learn about the missing parts of my past. He looks kind of down.
Perhaps we may find them yet. The Maw might not have known much about our connection, but the ones we seek to stop did. Well
then. And Card Sharp is going to put out a hand, kind of like the Predator, like you son of a bitch, kind of like handshake.
Oh, you guys totally do a fucking Predator handshake.
Cardsharp goes, well then, I guess the two of us will just have to beat the answers out of them, won't we?
We always do, Master.
See you soon, Dagonet. It's unfortunate that after today, you won't be able to converse like you did. It was nice having someone else to talk to.
Agreed. Now come. Let's see. Now come. Let's cross back into our world. Next time on RPG.
That was good. That was a good session.
That was really good.
That was I'm glad how this session turned out.
Yeah.
My phone died at the right after the group hug.
It was just a very
Touching home.
Dagonet gave a little speech.
And Cardsharp and Dagonet did like the Predator like handshake. Like
Okay,
the
that's
son
the
of a
part
bitch.
I really missed. I heard most of the touching speech, I think.
Well, you missed the best part. That's unfortunate.
It's
We can
cool.
just watch-
I'm gonna rewatch it. Yeah.
When the VOD comes out, you'll watch it. You have to watch it. I'm not letting you
I
not
literally
watch it.
have to.
You
He's our
have to.
biggest fan.
Keep reminding me, dude. Till I
I'm
do.
subscribed to the VOD channel.
Who is?
I am. I'm subscribed.
I
to
think
the VOD
I
channel.
might be, dude. I'm pretty sure I am. I don't know though.
All right. So now with this session, I wanna throw this kind of to the group.
I think I know what you're gonna ask, and I already have my answer.
So, is this a good enough stopping point for this season, or do we want to at least get out of the dwarven city and back to the main city?
I'm like imagining us going like, "Lady Spine Keeper will never believe this," and then we're like high fiving and walking out of the caves, and then like the credits roll.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's like an imminent like doom lurking over us.
Yeah, of course, yeah, because it's like the cliffhanger for next season.
Yeah. No, actually, I like that also because I've been waiting so long. I really want to get to Hero RPG. God damn it.
Personally,
I'm
I
sorry.
really enjoyed that fight. I wasn't expecting that to be where we finished for the season, but
Yeah, no.
if everyone's amped to get into
I'm
Hero,
super amped.
then
Like, guys, I'm
I'm
sorry
cool with
if I'm impatient, but holy shit. Dingle is the only one that knows how fucking excited I've been for Hero Art season, right,
I
Dingle?
mean, I
Yes.
feel like I can guess.
Well, yeah. Well, Zell, you know me really
you
well.
sort
Yeah.
of can't. You sort of can't.
I feel like I can guess.
Well, no, Zell knows me in real life. He knows how amped up I get about shit.
Okay.
That's the
I wanna-
difference.
You've
What?
met Cynical before, dude?
Me and him,
Yeah.
we went to high school, man. We're like buds. He's like one
You
of my
went
closest
wait,
IRL
you
friends.
went to high school with
Cynic, yeah. No, see, I was like the coolest kid. I would ride into class on my motorcycle. I did like 50 backflips, and the school even erected a statue in my honor just because I was just so cool.
Did they really do that?
What's that?
Yes.
Tell me, is he telling the truth?
So that
Oh,
happened, right? You
absolutely,
remember that?
absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No
I
way.
feel like I'm being lied to in
I was
some
the coolest kid
capacity.
at school.
Oh, absolutely. For sure.
I'd walk down the hallway. I'd walk down the hallway. All the girls would swoon. I was basically the heartthrob.
I know like a lot of people from Zell's high school.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Well, you
Yeah,
didn't.
it was like a different little friend group from
We were the boys, man.
Oh, is it like from over in
you know Caleb.
Oh shit, Brown. You know.
Oh,
Caleb.
it's yeah. Okay, it's one. Okay, it is at high school. I thought maybe it was like when you moved.
No.
No.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was like while in them.
Nah, but for real, though, I was basically the coolest kid ever.
You play
I was like-
Warhammer 40K, dude?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not that cool to me then, dude.
Well, no. See, I'm really cool because I was like the Fonz times a million, basically. I like how that got her no reaction. Whatever.
I
Y'all
can't
fucking-
believe, dude, you went to their high school. That kind of freaks me out, dude.
Yeah, no, Zell is one of my closest friends.
That's just so crazy. I never knew.
Well, back to Dingle's question. I'm all for starting Hero RPG. I'm really, really excited. I really hope all of you agree. It's okay if you don't, but I'm just hoping that we're ready to go on to something new for a little bit.
I will say it, if people are on the fence, know that I do have the framework laid out for a cup. Like I'd have to obviously write them, but I do have the framework out for at least a couple more fantasy sessions.
I kind of
That'll
like the
bring-
cliffhanger.
That'll bring to like an equally good stopping point. But I actually think this.
I'm cool
the
with
reason
that,
I'm
honestly.
the reason I'm suggesting it is because I think this session kind of
It was one big boss
to
fight.
me turned into like a very good
It's
stopping
like the
point.
ultimate throwdown.
Yeah.
That-
No, we act like we all worked
It was
together like at
sick,
every
dude.
point. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
it was really
And there was a group hug at the end, dude.
And there was the team attack too.
There was
Yeah,
a bunch of
that's what I
there was a
meant.
bunch of team attacks.
I
Like
feel
this,
it really just
even though we jokered a
culminated
lot,
that.
we all played to each other's strengths in a really cool way that I really liked how the session played out.
All right, wait. Okay, so Dingle, if it's gonna end here, I'm gonna need you to describe a little epilogue as we go out of this
Epilogue?
season.
Epilogue?
The
What day is it?
epilogue.
Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. Let me come up with a little epilogue on the fly. So,
Rocks fall, everyone dies. The end. Just kidding. We don't actually.
Please.
No.
you guys.
everybody die?
So you guys. Actually, I mean, do people have like time? Do we want to RP out a little epilogue?
I'm down.
Yeah, sure.
Not
I
really.
don't have work tomorrow.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, fine. We won't then.
Oh,
Sorry.
So the epilogue, you guys cross through the vortal. The Ratkin rejoice for you, Zegend, for you, Pikachu. You tell them that you slew a mighty creature within the void, and they take this to mean that you freed them from the demons. You promise to keep in touch, and you
Give some
ascend,
retard.
and with their help, you ascend back up into the city of Underspine. You Lady Spinekeeper is there to greet you, and you basically just say, you tell her what she saw, you tell her what you saw, and her sentiment is essentially that it's a very grim thing to hear, but she assures you that, the dwarves have fought back the void before, and if there's any void that needs fighting back, they'll be there to help. And so with that, you guys take your leave, pick up a couple rock breakers for the road,
Oh, hell yeah.
and you meet. Oh God, I can't believe I forgot the wagon driver's name.
Radimus.
Radimus!
Oh, how could you?
Oh, fake fan. Fake fucking
Yeah,
fan.
for real, dude. The guy who plays him is a fake fan.
True.
How do you
I'm a-
export a room? Do you need to be logged in to do that?
No, you just go to the edit table room options.
Edit table?
And then you guys pile onto the wagon and head back into the city, ready to search for clues about what needs to be done to stop these void cultists from resurrecting the father and basically bringing about the end of the world. Next time on Fantasy RPG.
Beautiful.
Woo! Woo!
I posted the fantasy room as a file, so we
Oh,
can
dude,
come
it's a
back to it.
.pico.
Yeah, Gia.
Where's my bokeh? You know what I'm saying, guys?
It's a .pico is a school.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Oh no!
You guys
What?
never played
What do you
Pico?
mean? What?
You guys never played Pico as a school on Newgrounds?
Oh yeah.
No.
That's like the quintessential Flash game.
There's a quintessential Flash game.
Oh my god! Can you believe this fucking?
Wait,
guy?
what? Wait, what was that? What's the Sinlet? Oh my god, dude! I was so
Well,
scared
hold
that you're
on.
actually mad at me.
Before we start talking about Pico's school and Flash games, I think Zell actually has to go, so let's do hero points really quick.
Wait here, but we're
Do we
starting
need
in.
to?
Oh, we're just gonna save hero points for next time.
I should
Actually,
need to
yeah,
ask
you know
Bell
what? Fuck
sometime.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
Dude,
you guys don't start with hero points,
what's
even
that-
if it's heroes.
What's that Flash where he's driving past the toll booth, dude? How does that one go?
I don't know.
I'm asking
There's
Zell.
another toll booth.
I don't want to
Alright.
watch that right now. I don't know
So-
why.
Hold on, before you do that, let's just. So, is there anything? Are we starting next week, heroes?
Let's say not everyone has given me characters yet, and I still need to go over the character that Zell gave me because I saw your DM about it, Zell, but I didn't actually really look at it because I'm a bad.
That's fair. There's a pretty big wall effect.
Let's just say, for the sake of everyone being able to like make and refine their character sheets and ask me questions and give me time to answer them.
2 weeks from
let's-
now.
Let's skip next week and the week after. Heroes.
We're skipping another week.
No.
We're skipping 2 weeks? Oh,
Skipping
okay.
next week.
Skipping next
Okay.
week.
I don't have the backup fully solidified yet. Frank.
We got 2
What's
weeks.
the So that mean the 31st will be our next
So,
session.
Dingle, for the card
Cool.
for the character sheet, should we just use the space one because it's basically or no? You have to work on stuff.
Oh yeah, I
right?
was wondering about that too.
Yeah. Are you gonna make another edit like you did with the fantasy one?
I will make another edit. Actually, I was pitching this. I forget who I pitched this to. This is
I don't remember.
This is something that I took from a. This is something that I took from like something else, like a different like. Actually, I remembered now. I actually took it from like. The concept I took from a fucking Goosebumps based
Oh yeah.
campaign is a skill called Guts
Ooh.
that would essentially be a skill based around your nerve and how outwardly heroic you are.
Ooh.
I'm wondering
like
what
that.
the group consensus is on adding that skill just
Yeah,
for
that sounds
heroes.
Would that replace something?
Yeah,
no,
you gotta
that
kill
would
us.
that would be a totally unique heroes only skill.
That's my
Ooh.
consensus. You have to kill something to replace it with.
That sounds nice. It
No. I
ties
don't, well,
in
yeah.
a bit with. I feel like there's a little bit of overlap with like presence, but not entirely the same.
Well, if he's talking about it's either it's not but it's not a stat, right? It's a skill.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be a skill.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't replace presence.
No.
Because presence is a stat.
Yeah, it'd be fine. I think
Yeah.
it worked.
No, he's
Well,
just
if you
saying
can fit it-
there's-
If you can fit it on the sheet somewhere, sure, man.
The sheet has empty spaces,
Oh shit.
so it would just be a matter of me typing it in.
All right then.
You can
Dingle,
type.
I am Dingle. This now that you've set this in motion, you have to imperatively actually answer your DMs.
we
Gross.
lost Cell, dude.
No, Dingle, seriously though, because I'm gonna have like a lot of questions when I make the sheet.
All right. Just don't expect, me to
There's another toll booth.
don't expect me to answer anything tonight though, because I'm a little
No,
beat.
no, dude, I'm going to fucking bed. No, I just mean like, because again, I don't have to reiterate how excited I am. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah,
just,
you actually
it's just-
do.
I'm basically super, super excited.
How excited on a scale of 1 to 10?
Super 500 million.
Dude, that's
billion.
so crazy that you fucking went to Zell's high school, dude. I had no clue, dude. I didn't
Zedgen,
know, dude.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, are you Zedgen? Have you thought of a character yet?
No, I'm still
He's-
thinking of several ideas, including the ones that you gave me.
I have more if you want help.
I'll
Also-
toss some ideas your way and see what. you think.
Also, yeah. Also, Zell left, but I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna reiterate this, and I'll bring it up to him. I will do a. I think I could get away with flat color, but maybe not. I'm not promising flat color, but if you guys want me to draw your heroes, I can at least do like a sketchy kind of line art for all your heroes.
That's
And then you
awesome.
can use it for the character sheet.
Ooh. That's incredibly generous.
But again, I'm not promising like color and shading. I'm saying it might be sketchy. I don't like sketchy. I don't even know if it'd be like super clean line art, but I'd make it like in a style of like kind of a messy comic book, like in a good way, where you could still obviously make out what it is. But
That's really cool.
Brown, so that also goes for you, obviously. Again,
I
Zell left.
thought for a second you were about to tell me that it doesn't go for me. and
No, it does. I
was gonna be
don't.
like,
I don't
"Damn,
fucking
dude."
hate you. I don't.
I don't think you did, dude. I don't think you did. But
I
now
don't know.
I'm
And I
kinda
don't know why I would
suspecting,
just
dude.
throw you like. I'd be like, everyone except Brown gets this.
What's your name, Cynical? What's your
Cynical?
first name?
Why?
I'm just curious now.
It's Alex.
Okay, but maybe we have met before, dude.
I actually have no idea. If we have, I don't remember at all.
Did you ever get? Probably not, dude. No.
Anyways, but no. Again, reading for you too. Like, I don't know if Dingle wants a character drawn. Dingle, would you want like a character for the campaign drawn?
Oh,
Like maybe a recurring NPC? I don't know.
maybe in the future. Let's have you
Okay.
meet NPC. You know what? Let's determine. Let's determine like a group favorite NPC before we get someone drawn.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, draw Radimus.
Yeah.
But well, this is only going for heroes right now because I can draw heroes a lot faster than I can other characters. If that makes sense.
You just got the system down.
Well, no, I said this. I've been drawing like superheroes since I was like in grade school.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like you just got
So-
it down. Like
And
When Cynical
unless
starts to draw heroes, his eyes dilate 100%.
it becomes that weird like eye from Naruto.
oh, you get the Sharingan, dude, for
Yeah.
fucking superheroes.
But what I mean is, unless I assume everyone, well, most people, I assume most of the hero stuff is going to be the classic, like not like tactical, like a bunch of detail. I'm thinking like most people are probably going to have like, like suits or something, like hero suits.
I don't want to spoil what my character is yet.
Well, it's not going to be complicated to draw. Do you think, Brown?
What my character? Fuck no,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
Like the least.
My
complicated
character, I've already drawn like a couple times, so I don't even have to draw my character. But yeah, no, I will do that for you guys when you have an idea, and then you can put that drawing on the character sheets if you want, instead of having to look for like clip art of like a generic thing.
I don't know.
Even though that's funny, I'm just saying if you want to use it for something, I would recommend you use the drawing for something because I am gonna put effort into it.
You are reminding me how good of a character Thorwin Stringley is.
I'm gonna
Brown,
miss
I'm just
Thorben.
saying, he's not leaving though. We're
gonna be-
we're
yeah,
gonna
it's
come
hard.
back eventually.
We're gonna come back.
Definitely.
It's gonna
But
be.
what I
hard.
mean is,
Fantasy
Brown.
will return in 2021.
But Brown, I'm just saying, if I draw this, I'm hoping you at least put the drawing on the character sheet or something.
I know, dude. I'm just saying I don't know if I want you to draw it because then you'll know what my character is. And now, honestly,
No,
I don't
I'll
even
draw
know
it
if I
after.
wanna
I'll draw it
play-
after the first session.
I really got a lot of things to think about, dude. Because
No, I'm saying I'll draw everyone's characters after the first session. so it's not a
then,
spoiler for
yeah,
me.
yeah, for 100%, yeah.
That
We'll
also
talk
gives
about
me
that.
time because I have commissions I also have to draw in the meantime.
Nice, dude.
Speaking of Zedge, I know it's been a while since you actually.
Oh
commissioned
yeah,
me.
I keep forgetting.
Are you mad at me? I'm sorry.
No,
There's been a lot of stuff going on in my life.
No, that's cool. I legitimately don't remember until you bring it up, so don't.
It's
think
gonna
I'm
be
mad
good
or
though. Don't
anything.
worry. It's gonna be good though.
That's good.
I haven't posted anything in Forge in a while. I feel bad.
Oh man.
You're telling me, dude. I don't
Forge is
even
now
remember
just
last time I finished
cryptocurrency
the thing.
talk.
Who's talking about
Yeah,
crypto and
This
Forge?
campaign ends on episode 15. Very clean number.
Ooh.
Ooh, mwah.
What did the other ones end on?
Oh god, Space ended on fucking 20 something, I think.
26
Space
or
ended on
24 or
20.
something. Oh yeah.
20 exactly?
Yeah.
How are
Well,
we
not-
doing this so well?
Well,
Yeah.
the first fantasy was 8. Which,
Yeah.
which-
But it felt a lot longer. No, that's
The
because we
first-
kept having to take breaks, like between like weeks.
Yeah.
We'd be like, "Oh,
That,
Jibu
that is
can't
that
make
is
it."
true. That is
Yeah.
true. Fantasy Season 1 had way more breaks than I think Space or this one.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel
But
about
yeah.
the length of seasons?
I just say whatever feels natural. It doesn't have to be a
Fair
specific.
enough.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
only been here for one, so
20.
I-
No, Space felt like it lasted like a year, and I loved it for it,
Space,
like in a good way.
the thing about Space, and I was kind of saying this to Brown the other night, Space was one of those things where the story just kept snowballing off of itself. Like
Yeah, it was cool.
every campaign, like every session that ended in
Ended with some
Space,
kind of crazy cliffhanger.
exactly. Every time a session ended in Space, I was immediately filled with like, oh my god, this is gonna be such a fucking cool idea for next session.
You know what? I love fantasy a lot, and I'm really hoping that I join Hero, which I probably will a lot. But Space was Space was the perfect like chaos run.
Yeah.
I love it.
I just had a weird
Space.
thought.
I feel like I really like fantasy and the kind of world I'm creating in fantasy.
But Space is
But-
so fun because it's just a weird hodgepodge of like characters.
There was something about Space that really let me just it really let me be as creative as I wanted to.
Because you can write a lot of things off with sci-fi. That's what really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm
hard
planning
with
on I'm
fantasy.
planning on getting really creative with superheroes
No,
too. I'm
Dingles.
planning on a lot of get ready for people with like really fucking weird powers.
No,
I'm
but
excited,
Dingle,
dude.
I'm not
I don't want the people you meet to be like super strength, super speed. I want you guys
I'm
to
gonna
meet
leave your
like
game if you do that.
I want you guys to meet like I have plans for you guys to meet like just legitimately fucking either like
Crazy,
really
yeah.
weird or or depending on the type of entity, really goddamn stupid powers.
Yes,
No, but Dingle, I'm
Ear
pumped.
man.
And by the way, Dingle, I'm glad. I know I said this. I'm glad we're able to work out that one thing for my character that was kind of a hurdle after you announced like part of the
Yeah,
the way the
and
world's gonna work.
I'm sorry for making you do that, but I came up with this idea with this idea for the world of superheroes, and my brain was like, I had a fucking Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
Yeah,
where,
but
like,
no, I went on
everything-
upset about it.
all the disconnected pieces I had in mind for superheroes suddenly came together with like that unifying thread,
Oh no,
and
but
I didn't
Dingle,
realize until afterwards, like, oh yeah, that's right. Cynical's character is just fucking Iron Man.
Don't spoil it. It's not. It's not exactly Iron Man.
That's such not what your character actually is. I didn't consider that a spoiler.
Oh, yeah, but no, Dingle. But I liked the thing that I suggested, where I basically get to keep everything that was his part of his character,
Yeah,
basic, and also his other stuff is stuff that he built with, like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean. So I get to keep. He's definitely gonna have a max intelligence, I think, but he's not gonna have like high charm. Because you know his backstory, like you know what kind of person he is. He's definitely not gonna have charm.
Oh, I know.
Not in a bad way, just more like he doesn't know how to socially interact.
I want to make a character that's as fun to play as Thorburn Stringley was. I think that's kind of important. I gotta think of like what kind of power I want to make it
But yeah.
as fun as Thorburn Stringley was.
But yeah, Dingle, don't worry.
Thorburns a damn cool character.
Literally, probably some of the most fun I've ever had playing an RPG character. Just
Oh my
make
God.
up an arrow
But
and fucking go with it, dude. I love that shit.
but yeah, Dingle, I don't really have any questions, which is good because you're not going to answer any tonight. But I meant like when you get the custom superhero sheet done, I'm definitely going to have questions on what I should put my points into.
That one I'm definitely gonna have done either tonight or tomorrow morning. I don't want to waste time on that.
I'm sorry.
because I don't want to waste. If there's one thing I want to make sure I don't waste any time on, it's the character sheet because you
Yeah.
guys all need that.
And
You know what I
as
just
soon as
thought about?
if I can just put like a note, can you like write down the NPCs you make in like a Google Doc like you did for Space or the first season of Fantasy RPG? We've been
See,
kind of just winging it for season 2, and it's not really helping when I'm trying to remember a character's name.
Yeah, that's fair.
Characters have names. I remember a lot of character names actually. Fucking Raz and
I forgot Lady
Lady
Spinekeeper.
Spinekeeper.
I
don't
thought
know.
her name was like Gray Spine or something, but I remember that's from like a different like D&D podcast.
Radimus, of course.
Well, I mean, I'm never gonna forget Radimus.
There's a lot of characters I don't remember the names
I
of.
can
but
remember most. I want to say most, but maybe some characters from space a lot easier.
I just have like images of characters that I remember.
Listen, Scraggly will never be replaced.
I don't know.
Scraggly will
Scraggly.
live for 1,000 years.
And see another Scraggly. No, but
So yeah,
I like how we always have like a weird character that's like Scraggly or Radimus.
Yeah, so Brown, a backstory on Scraggly is in I think the second session of Space, they rolled a Joker. Someone flipped a Joker like looking for where something was in this city they were in, and they ended up coming on. And they ended up like finding this like insane junk dealer that was like a dog man called Old Scraggly. And the running joke of that of that campaign, and it came up a lot of times, was whenever they jokered on any flip to find something or to navigate somewhere, they'd always end up finding Scraggly.
It was amazing.
and they'd have to awkwardly sort of maneuver their way out of the conversation with him as he was trying to just huck junk to them.
It pretty much wasn't a Joker. It was that much fun.
It led to a lot of good moments. There is one where he ended up in the spaceship that our character traveled around in. And he stole important parts from the engine, and we almost got
Did you end up buying them back from him?
No, we had a hodgepodge.
No, basically they found him and they kicked him out of the ship, but then they found out afterwards that the parts he stole were integral to the engine stability, and it just blew up half of the ship.
And we got what's the word? Not stranded, but what's the word when you're out on sea and you can't really get
deserted?
anywhere?
Oh, no, I think
that's stranded. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just stranded in space for half a session.
Oh, you know what? That's the one that was the Kragus. That was the Kragus episode.
That was fucking amazing.
They got stranded on a living planet named Kragus.
And they slept the night in his nose, his nostril.
Dude,
Yeah.
Are you guys doing another space RPG?
Probably.
Unless I fucking croak, we are coming back.
Oh, okay, but nice.
Space will not. And again, I hope I re-say this. I don't know what Jibu's going through, and I'm not gonna pry, but I really hope it's.
I think it's
school.
I think it's just school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he's I think he's essentially doing his residency now.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Hopefully, by the time we get back around to space, we can have Jibu back, because Jibu was also a good part of any RPG team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
now that we know that Jibu actually just could talk this whole time, it'll be really interesting to see how his characters play out now.
He might still stick to text. I'll be honest.
He could
if he wanted.
I hope he fucking talks, dude. He's got a freaking mic, dude.
But the problem is, both
characters off so much that Jibu doesn't talk.
I think it's legitimately one of my favorite moments in all the time I've known you guys is us talking to Jibu Jibu, so why weren't you talking this whole time? Were you a situation where it was you didn't want to bother anyone? And Jibu just goes, no, I kind of just didn't feel like talking.
I was also gonna say,
sounds about right.
Both his current characters are girls, so it's gonna be funny if he starts talking with those characters.
I played a character as a girl, the first character I ever played, and then I just used my normal voice, and that was part of the joke.
In every game I've ever played with Jibu where it's given him the option, he has played as a female character.
You need that webcomic where the guy is just like, hey, why do you always pick female characters, and then just does the think face?
Because I like girls, dude. Because I like to look at women. So when I'm playing a video game, right, and I'm looking at them, and they're a woman, I'm like, all right, this is fine.
Now this is a video game.
Yeah, exactly. That being said, I do sometimes just make myself in video games too.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to head out because I'm tired. But I'm super excited that we're finally starting Hero. Not that I didn't like fantasy, but again, Dingle knows this. I cannot stress how much I was looking forward to starting Hero RPG. Like Dingle, you're finally gonna be like, well, I wasn't annoying you, was I, Dingle? But I was just like really excited for this.
Yeah, I mean, other than like hashing out like some final character details after what I said last week, I mean, once you would definitely finalized your character.
No, but I just mean for so long that I've just been so excited since you first brought up
I know.
the possibility of Hero RPG. Oh no, I'm just saying. I hope it wasn't annoying you with that.
No, it was fine. All things considered, it wasn't that crazy.
I feel like
I
feel
tried
like
actually just now. I tried scrolling through to find when like you first started messaging me about heroes, and I realized like, oh no, yeah, a lot of the times where when we talk at DMs, it's really not actually about that. He hasn't messaged me about this like nearly as much as I thought he did.
Well, the thing is, after a while, I was like, well, Dingle doesn't look at his DMs that often, so I try and bring stuff up when we're in a voice chat, like at the end of RPG. But you're getting better at it. I'm just saying.
I know.
You got to get there, though. I know that you got a life, you got a job, you're busy. It's just kind of again. I can't fault you for it. I'm just the guy where like if someone doesn't reply I remember that was that one weekend where you just wouldn't get back to me because you were probably busy about stuff. And then I messaged Zedgen. I'm like, do you think? And I was like, Zedgen, do you think Dingle's mad at me? Do you think I fucking did something?
Nah, you super can blame me for it. It pisses off everyone I know, but I don't know why I'm so bad about it.
I'm literally like the second I get like a DM, I have to like immediately reply. My anxiety doesn't let me put it off. But yeah, no, I will when the sheet's done, I will start working on it. And Dingle, I will ask for your advice on some stuff. Alright, I'm gonna head out, boys. I'm tired. It's only 9 over here, but my sleep schedule's been fucked, and I need to go to bed early so I can fix my fucking sleep schedule. Even though I don't have a job, I don't want to keep waking up at like 2 p.m.
Yeah, bro, I'm
Sucks
fucking.
for you, dude.
I am sleepy as fuck. I fell asleep at like 2 o'clock in the morning last night, and then woke up at 6:30 to feed my cat and couldn't get back to sleep.
I fell asleep at 4, woke up at 8, fell back asleep till like 1. And I felt like shit. I felt like utter shit.
That's like my college sleep schedule.
I went to bed at 10 or 11, maybe 12, on my floor. And then I woke up at 6 in the morning. I didn't want to sleep on the floor anymore. So I got out of my bed and then went back to sleep till 10. And then I felt tired and I took like a little trap nap for 20 minutes.
I totally know the feeling of like sleeping in some weird spot and then waking up and being like, what the fuck? Why am I sleeping like this?
Well, I was just sleeping on the floor because my back, dude. It makes my back feel better if I sleep on the floor.
Really? I feel like that would fuck up my back.
Oh man, it sucks dick when you get up, and it makes me a little cranky. But my back feels so good when I wake up.
I mean, you're sleeping on a completely flat surface.
Yeah, it like straightens that bitch out.
But it's so hard. Doesn't it fucking like hurt your spine?
No, it doesn't do anything bad to your spine. It makes it so much. It makes it feel good, dude. Because it straightens the fuck out.
I slept on a friend's floor before, and I definitely felt a bit better when I woke up.
Huh.
Yeah, like, the thing is, I toss and turn when I sleep, so that sucks dick, dude.
Oh, I hate tossing and turning because recently I've been having this problem where if I sleep on my side, my leg starts to hurt, and I think it's partly because my bed is shit. I'm getting a new one soon, hopefully.
I keep like falling asleep on my arm.
But my leg just hurts, and I can feel like the blood like pulsing through it, like that kind of like soreness. And I've been taking some like muscle relaxants, but I don't want to become too reliant on taking like a muscle relaxant every night before I sleep. I'm only fucking 23, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's partly the shitty bed that I've been sleeping in since I was like living in this house, it's my family house when I moved here to Canada when I was young, but I basically had the same mattress all those years, and I think it's just so shitty now. I need to get like a new one.
Yeah, just sleep on your floor until then.
But yeah, I'm speaking of that. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'll see you guys later. Have a good
All right,
night.
man. Sleep well.
We should
See
do
ya,
something on
dudes.
Sunday, even if we're not playing RPG. We should like hang out or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
Bro,
if
yeah.
people are around.
Or just like any night
Yeah.
next
Well,
week.
I've got
at all.
nothing going on anymore.
Or just
so.
fucking every night.
Well,
and
every night
forever.
except for most. Well, actually,
Yeah,
no,
dude,
because
that sounds lit.
my province is back in like major lockdown, so none of my friends are leaving their house again, which it sucks because it's not even like our fault. It's fucking Toronto that's making
Dude,
the
so
numbers
you-
rise.
Toronto. Oh, you're in Ontario, eh?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh.
so fucking. What? You're not in Ontario?
No, I am. I'm just saying it's Toronto's fault that the numbers keep
I know-
going high. We had to go back in lockdown.
I was just gonna say I know what city you live in.
Well, don't say it. I don't want to.
Why not, dude?
Just
I
don't.
can't. I'm looking for the box.
Doxing.
Canada
Uh,
Town.
Doxing.
Don't
Canada
dox
Town.
me.
It's fucking Brantford, dude.
1, 2,
you,
3.
man.
1,
I
2,
got
3,
his ass, dude.
1, 2, 3 Canada Street, Syrup Town.
I can't find the box, but I'm pretty sure it's Brantford. I can't remember
But
exactly.
anyways, the point is, it sucks. So now my Saturdays, at least for the slight foreseeable future, I don't have anything to do. But I still have D&D on Friday. My DM is recovering from COVID, so we're starting again this Friday coming up.
Damn.
Yeah, my buddies
Uh,
are trying to start a D&D session
So
like tonight or tomorrow.
so basically every night except Friday, I guess, and when things get back to normal Saturday. But I'm free until it. Okay, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I keep talking. Good
I'm
night.
gonna head
everyone.
out too. See you, dudes.